computer, and it kind of just did stupid stuff. So I
All
was like,
right.
oh, whoops, wrong one.
It's okay. I swear. It's just it's been my day today. It's been like this. So I'm kind of not shocked, especially when I couldn't get out of work on time. I was like, fuck. All right. So
Let's
hopefully it's at least better that we match as far as like size and the right shape. And I'm not in the top corner just chilling by myself.
No, absolutely. Like I'm glad we are the same size because that will help out a lot.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh, I can't text. I have Discord on here. Hold on.
All right,
As I pull
let
up.
me. I don't. I'm hesitant to try to live stream onto YouTube because every time we do that, then we lose sound. So it's like I don't know if it's even worth it. But all right, so welcome to the Unconsenting Governed. I'm AJ, and this is Nova, and we're gonna try to make this work today because yay. So today we were gonna discuss how this regime is treating our troops and how some of those choices, their choices, choices I wouldn't make, you know, like being open about a draft and what they're feeding these people, and it makes me very, very angry.
Yeah,
Incredibly
absolutely.
angry.
The food thing drives me a little crazy thinking about. Geez, like I can't imagine. Like that's how we treat the people who are supposed to be like protecting our country and everything. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw, I don't even know what that was. Like, there was like the one that it was like, it looked like it was some sort of pulled pork or whatever with like like a quesadilla esque thing, but that other thing had like some mystery meat across it. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, definitely not. Not edible as far as I'm concerned. But
Well, and I work in a nursing home. Some of that stuff is not edible at all. And I'm like, that looks better than what they're feeding the troops. And that says a lot right there.
yeah, some of those nursing homes though, they got pretty good, as far as food goes.
Not the one I work at. No. I do know what you're talking about, but it's not where I work presently. I have worked in facilities that have like private chefs and stuff, but with Medicare and Medicaid cuts, those are becoming fewer and fewer. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we had at my grandma's place, they had like chefs actually come in and like they would take recipes from the people from the patients slash people who live there. I don't know how they worded it necessarily, but they would get food for them and they would make different recipes from other people and stuff. So that was pretty cool. At least it made them feel like they were, I don't know, pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah,
Made them feel like they were wanted.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. I mean, especially like that's part of the reason why the troops thing is kind of driving me crazy because it's like they're out there like you're sending them into a war we don't even have any pretense to be in. The least you can do is feed them. Like that is literally like step one, feed them. Like
Uh,
what the heck?
you would think it would be that easy, but it doesn't seem to be that easy.
Well, it is. I mean, it isn't when you're just skimming at every level. That's really what it is. They're skimming from taxpayer money at every level that they can.
Uh, Sorry, I'm trying to like get everything going here.
I can try
It
to
won't let
stream
me.
to Twitch. We could try that. I don't know if Twitch is ready.
No, this
Okay.
is fine. I was just trying to like share it, and it won't let me like share it and stuff. So from
Oh,
here, I don't know why.
the live? Can I
Yeah, it
share it?
just keeps. I mean, it will let me share it from my page, um, but it's not letting me share it from the Liberty page on the computer,
I
and
don't
I
even
don't
know
know what
how
like weird
to.
settings things happen.
Yeah.
It's all good. I was just trying to.
Where do I share it at? I don't know.
That's I
This.
don't.
I I don't want to anger it, honestly.
Yeah, no, we're here. We're
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Like, we're
Let's
just let it
not.
go.
Let's not.
I don't know. Like, it'll let me share it to Facebook and Telegram and all that other place. Like, I don't know why it's not letting me share to whatever. It's fine. We'll just keep going.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it frustrates me, and I'm saying that is my dad was drafted, so the draft thing I have some big strong feelings about, but also I have some big strong feelings about the fact that you are sending these men and women to parts unknown. The least you can fucking do is feed them. That is the least thing you can do. It's feed them and provide them with the ammunition they need to defend themselves. If you're gonna send them into that kind of situation. Like that's bare minimum shit.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing. It makes me so mad to think about that. Like, we have all these troops sitting over there. They're the food ration's horrible. It doesn't seem like that's going to improve their mental status and their quality. I mean, I don't know how to make that better for them. Like, is there a way to make that better for them? I mean, how do we make it so that they don't feel like they want to run away from?
Right. Yeah, yeah. There's going to be a lot of resistance. I'd say between the blatant disregard for the, they're looking at the Geneva Conventions as the Geneva Suggestions, and that's not. The sad thing is that it's going to come down to the actual troops. It's going to come down to the soldiers that are carrying out the orders, and the legality of it is very sketchy. Very sketchy, and it's going to come down to those men are going to be held accountable, because if you think that anybody in this administration is going to take the fall, no. And when the shit hits the fan, which it will, because we're just blatantly doing war crimes, they're going to hold those service members accountable, which I think is incredibly sad, because a lot of them are not going to understand what, you know what I mean. They might have some idea, but they're going to be held accountable for things that were decided well above them. And how fair is that? It's not fair at all. And I think that it's something that most people don't always understand, like my dad did. My dad was near the My Lai massacre when it happened. He was actually supposed to go in there, and he didn't, because his orders got changed. But I remember him telling me and my brother several times his role, because he didn't want us to find out after the fact, after he had passed, and then wonder what his role was. And I feel like if you are going to have to sit your future children down and explain to them what your role was in a conflict, or what your role was in a situation, you don't want to have that conversation. And furthermore, if you have to, you want to be on the side that you were not involved. You don't want to have to explain why you did a war crime, or why you don't want to have that talk with your adult children. So,
No, absolutely not. And there's so many people who don't even want to have that conversation to begin with when they're in the military, but let alone to think about if you're on the wrong side of history and things like what order should you have, and should you not have obeyed, kind of thing. There's a chance that, I mean, your dad was on the right side. Everything worked out good with him, but not necessarily for everybody now, which is the sad part.
Well, and furthermore, one of the things that my dad had said is that it scared him because he doesn't know what he would have done. Because if you're in a situation where you're the only one saying, how about we not do this horrible thing? The guy that stood up and said, this happened, I was there, I saw, it was a helicopter guy that had landed to get the troops out. And he reported what happened, what he saw. And they drug him through the mud. Like, they literally, they defamed his character, they slandered him for years. So he's like, I don't know what I would have done, because honest to God, the guy that did report it, the guy that did the right thing, got treated like dog shit.
Yeah, that's the other scary part. You're kind of stuck doing exactly what your troop, your party, your company, whoever you're with, depending at the time, being the odd man out, it's not the easiest place to be, especially
Not
there.
in that culture. No, it's not. It's not easy at all. Military culture is not set up for to be the odd man out.
Um, no, not even close. Yeah, and I worry a little bit about the. I know that you do have to draft anyway. Like when you turn 18, you have to sign up for your
Oh yeah,
service.
selective service. Yeah.
But the way that everything's being worded right now is makes it a little bit more scarier than that. Just that. Um, and then there are caveats behind selective service and things like that as far as when you actually go to the draft portion. If you were to get drafted, things that you can um, that make you so that you don't have to serve in that aspect, like in arms overseas kind of thing. Um, but those are few and far between. You got to get the right people, and unless you've got money, or bones first, the right people to sign to sign
Yeah.
to sign those forms. And um, you know, I've looked into it just because of, like we've talked before, my kids and their personalities and things, and I just don't know if that's gonna be enough if we are in that place of draft. Like for them to go and try to sign up and go in, they'd be like, absolutely not. But if there's a draft situation, they're running low. I don't know what's where's that safety.
Oh well, and the other thing too is we have to discuss if the layers of draft, because if we think that they're going to start with like teenage boys, they might, but they're also going to start with medical professionals. They're going to start with people who are in healthcare. They're going to start with selective specialists, and my father was a specialist. So and it's amazing how quickly they lax those regulations for specialists. So yeah.
Yeah. I know, and that age keeps getting a little bit further and further. Yeah, I thought you throw that party, you're like, woo, I'm old. No one wants me anymore. I'm like, God damn it, quit moving that bar.
They did, and they already did. They already increased it. It's like, holy shit. Because, like, I think I'm a year outside of the age bracket now, but at the same time, I would be a specialist. So I don't know, because it depends on a need, and it depends. The other thing is you can be drafted and stay stateside too. So you can still have to work at like for instance, like say I got drafted, I probably would not be sent there, but I could be sent to Wright Pat to work at Wright Pat's hospital.
Right.
So
well, and then Tabby brings up a good point. I would choose to be AWOL in jail over war crimes. That's an easy choice, is it not? And it's the question is, are you neurotypical or neurodivergent? I feel like there's a big difference too, because I feel like we would have an easier time, with that justice, over a sense of justice and things like. I don't think that the neurodivergent people would be as easily to fall in line in general. We're not good at that in general. We question everything. We know where our morals and everything lie, so that makes a big difference. And we wouldn't go against those as easily as others may.
But they do love autistic people in the military, man. Like, have you ever seen, there's a stand-up comedian, he twitches a lot, like a ton. I forget his name, it's like AJ something. He talks about how he's in the military. He's like, man, they loved me. Like, and he's like, they saw me twitching a mile away. And it's like, that one will do exactly what we say, exactly how we say to do it.
It just depends on your. I think it just depends on your brand of autism too, because it depends on how things are explained and how your brain interprets what is said. Because having those specific directions form of autism would cause lots of problems when you're all like, clean your gun. You're like, wait a minute, how do you want me to clean it? Like,
can you describe the cleaning process, sir?
Exactly. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of back and forth with that stuff. So it just depends. I mean, it is what it is. It's hard to even think about it, to be honest. We could joke here, but when you really break it down, it's scary. And I don't know. I really just hope that we come to a point, that like General Kane just was like, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not doing this
Yeah, that
because it's
happened.
not right.
That happened in the Soviet Union too, where it came down to a dude finally just pulling the trigger, and he pretended. I think at the time he pretended his sub didn't that they lost radio contact, but I think his name was like Yevgeny. I think. Anyway, if you look it up, it was during the Cold War, but um, it's one of those where it comes down to whoever's in the room, and that's the scariest part of the whole thing, because it's going to depend on whoever's in the room or whoever receives the order, and if they have the fucking cojones to stand up to the orange shit given, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it's going to go, and some of those guys are questionable at best.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we do have to be very grateful for General Kane for not letting
Mm-hmm.
the big one get dropped and things to jump over that line, because it really could have gone really bad really fast. Really bad really fast.
Yeah, mutually
And
assured
then,
destruction is pretty bad. Yeah.
and then we have to also think about back to like the way that their troops are being treated, not just with food and things like that, but just what they're being asked to do, and the way that like how if there is something that happens and goes wrong, where you can normally expect your country to help you and stand with you and things like that, but on the back end they're cutting veterans benefits, they're cutting all of that thing. And being a vet and trying to deal with the VA in general, like pre today, was hard. Imagine now under this admin is going to be incredibly impossible. But also, if they are, POWs, are they even going to take that extra time, energy, effort to save you? I guess that's my fear. Um,
Well, the
because
sit
it
down pilot
and
is an
in
awful lot like that DoorDash lady, so.
yeah, well, and then like I guess it go loop us into other things that are going on in this country right now. If we believe the Lego news versus the actual news, it sounds like they didn't really try to save that pilot as much as they tried to steal uranium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we really live in this place of what the hell is the truth, because it doesn't feel like we're getting a really clear picture from our side. We can look at all of the news overseas. You can go to any of the other news sources, Spain, you know, Canadian. We can go to English media. We can go to German media. But I don't know how many details they're going to give out on something like that if it's not confirmed. It would almost have to be Israel, Iran, Lebanon, things like that are right there in the trenches, so to speak. Without,
Yeah, we are in the bad place. That
yeah,
is the comment. Yeah. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
100%.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and I feel like this is one of those time frames where it's going to be like what we think of in the '60s with like the JFK, RFK, MLK, where literally we have no idea what is happening in right now, and we will find out in 10, 15, 20 years when this stuff starts coming out. But it's like at the same time, I mean, the fact that they're hiding or withholding and not reporting casualties is concerning at best. Um, I mean, that's at best. It's actually like downright criminal at worst. But it's like, I mean, furthermore, how many parents have no idea that their children have been already removed from this mortal coil? And that's, how many people have already lost spouses, and we have no knowledge of it because people are not reporting numbers correctly. People are not reporting numbers at all. And, our news isn't accurate. They're not releasing numbers, and there's just not the ability in the space for parents to report, hey, this many troop losses. You know what I mean? It's we're not seeing lives from international spaces anymore. Remember when the stuff started kicking up in the Middle East from October 7th? We saw in real time all of that happening. We're not seeing that anymore. Partly because of this lovely,
Yeah, well, I mean,
this
we're
thing
not
right
even
here.
seeing what's Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not even seeing what's happening in Minneapolis right now,
No.
or in Cincinnati, or in Columbus, or in Maryland. And I was in my head, I was thinking Virginia, but because that race is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of wanted to see where we were at with
Oh,
it.
Virginia, that passed. So
Oh, they.
yeah, yeah. Alex had told me. Let me see. Let me make sure. Alex is rock cognizance. He's always updating us on the status of.
Oh, yep, I see it right now. At 8:54 p.m. This
Yeah, it flipped.
article came out and it said that they passed the redistricting.
Yep. So
Good.
it'll flip. It's more likely to, at least at this point. So even Trump admitted that. So cool.
I mean, I can't imagine anything not at this point. It's gotten so. I mean,
I
mean,
don't-
if we use our initial theories, of everything and all the numbers and the bots and the things, they weren't gonna see the numbers anyway.
no.
But when we add on all the people who have, what is it, leaving MAGA, that have turned from that mindset, just from the Epstein files, just from veteran treatments, gas prices, the war. I mean, we can make this list go on and on. Jesus Gate. I mean, pulpit peak fiction. I mean, we could keep going.
I mean, it's true, but just the names of them is kind of funny.
I mean, I try not to, let's just go code words, but I mean,
the whole doctor get up.
Dr. Gate. Yeah.
Where he's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and then RFK and some of the things that he's done and whatnot, like they. So and Pam Bondi and dodging the subpoena. I mean, this list could go on, and that's not even stuff that's directly
that's just
these are
April.
just big, well known. Yeah, that's honestly,
just April. Yeah, and it's April.
That's been in the
21st.
last week. Because her Bondi's hearing was on my birthday, so yes, that was last week.
Oh my god! Like, that alone is just incredible when you really wrap your head around that. Like, holy fuck.
Right. I can't even, it's insane.
It really is.
I'm stuck in this place of time isn't real. By any stretch of the imagination anymore.
No, it's like being
held in a weekends go by so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is literally like the whole country's being held hostage. And that's the fucked up part, is that we're all running around like chickens with our heads cut off because we don't have a choice. We're literally I'm worrying about, honestly, because I don't know how many people follow me on here, but I have to eat gluten-free because the whole endo versus celiac thing. Either way, I still stay gluten-free right now. But the bottom line is I'm having trouble now finding products again. And it's like, God, I'm so tired of spending my days off just trying to find the food that I need to eat. And it's like, we're back to that again. We're back to so many things that it's like we're spending so much more of our everyday lives just trying to live normally. And I think people are realizing really quickly oh, we're heading back into supply shortages. I mean, the fact that we're gonna have that our oil is gonna shoot up exponentially is not. It's gonna affect everything again. It's gonna affect the ability to get products. It's gonna be like COVID part 2. We all can see it coming because we've all just experienced it. It's just
Well, and 100%. That's. I mean, it's incredibly sad and horrible to think about because we're stuck in this place of we don't have the money to, you know, f- pay for the gas to go look, like you said, look for the foods and stuff that we need. I saw Petty Betty. Shout out to her, love her page to death. But she went to the store and bought stuff to make spaghetti and spent $60 on spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? Spaghetti, like
Right.
staple of college kids that wasn't ramen.
Right.
And if that's the case, we're screwed.
Yeah, I literally spent $100 on snacks yesterday. Just our snack run. Like it was just probably $40 2-3 years ago worth of snacks. Now is $100. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I every time I go to the grocery store, I'm just livid with
Yeah.
how much more it was from one week to the next. And so like, and we don't even just like rando buy stuff. We're the type of divergent that requires planning ahead, or else things just never get done. So we sit down together on the weekend and we make out a dinner menu and write down everything we need to fulfill the menu, and then usually I do like a pickup order so I don't go into the store and buy more things, because if you get me distracted, I'm down every damn clearance aisle there is in the fucking store. My wife's like, why do you need more of those? I'm like, you never know when you're gonna need more batteries or rolls of, you know, twine for your weed whacker or whatever. She's like, oh my god, just put it back.
Yeah.
That's not how budgeting works. But yeah, so
No.
I do pick up orders. But like between the week, you know, like 2 weeks ago and last week, it's gone up over like $100 worth of food, just with chicken and beef. And I mean, like I said, my kids are, you know, 17 and 19, so
Oh, so
they
you're
don't eat
sailing
light.
through.
I mean, they're
No,
boys.
You're sailing through.
Yeah, yeah.
Man. Oh my god. Like I'm
Between-
not going to complain about my 7-year-old
Between
again.
fixing cars and
Well,
food
6-year-old.
bills,
Right.
yeah, there's nothing left.
I bet, man.
Um,
Nothing will eat you out of house and home like a teenage boy.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, safe foods keep changing ingredients too. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and that's the other
Yep.
thing. Like I was talking with somebody, a friend of mine, who she was saying she has weird food allergies, and she's like, now I have to read everything 16 times because they're changing what components, you know, what fillers they use and whatever, and it's like,
Mhm.
God, you know. Like Josh went to Jungle Gyms, and I don't know if people are aware of what Jungle. I don't even know if you are. So Jungle Gyms is an international market. It's famous because it's like a foodie capital. It's eccentric. It's eclectic and eccentric. Like the guy like just keeps adding on to this building. Okay, it's got animatronics in it. Like it's the weirdest fucking place. But I love Jungle Gym because he will find all kinds of stuff. But the problem is like Josh is like, yeah, I went to Jungle Gyms. I was like, yeah. He's like, so we have like, so $300 later, we have all this random food, you know. But it's just, oh my god, it's incredible, like the things that we have to really kind of save for and budget for that we shouldn't have to. Like it shouldn't be a struggle to go to the store or to like, nobody should be worried about their homeowner's insurance either being completely canceled or being exponentially expensive. Like we bought a house because we figured, cool, we'll at least know where our payment is it's gone up every year. And it's like, it hasn't gone up a ton. I'm not trying to complain because I know in other states it's a bigger problem, but it's still a problem.
We do have that grace with living in Ohio that
Yeah,
we can
in the
actually
swamp.
afford to live here. But
Right. But even we, and you know, residents of the swamp, are having problems now. It's starting to affect us too. Like it started in Florida and California, but it's heading here now. We're not always going to be the cheapest.
no. Well, and yeah, I mean, as I said, that people in our age group, we're kind of at that weird cusp where we got lucky enough that if we were at the right time, at the right everything, we could get into the housing market before it.
And
We
got
hit
lucky.
after the house 08, but we still got lucky because the guy who lived across the street from my parents was trying to move back home. So we ended up renting to own his house which gave us, I mean, it was a great starter house. It gave us quite a few years, but when the kids got bigger and we needed to get them into a different school for high school, we moved out here, but we planned on moving and then COVID hit. So
Oh, that
we
sucks.
were going in houses masked and not even like
Hmm.
had to like bump elbows with the realtor and the whole nine.
Did you have to only have 10 to 15 minutes to look at your house?
Yeah, like
We
it
did
was
too.
pretty
We did too.
standard. Oh yeah, so
Yep, we bought in 2020 and I
and
regret it. There's so many issues with our house because we had 5 fucking minutes to look at it. Biggest decision of your
yeah,
life. I have, what, 5 to 15 minutes to look at the damn thing? I don't even think I did. I think it was
yeah.
just Josh. We have like two prong outlets. We would have never bought the house knowing that. We have, there's so many other issues that we have, and it's because we had 5 minutes to make the biggest decision of our adult lives.
Mm. Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
then we wanted to move into this area because the school system, what my son, my youngest was struggling really hard in the school that he was in, and we wanted to start him fresh. So
Hmm.
like when the semester ended, because he was they were online still, but we can move into this district and it would be like his like the next school, like the next building. So he would be able to start fresh into a next building and it would be all good for him. And oh, it just everything just hit all at once. Like we planned on buying new appliances when we moved in to replace the ones that were here, and nobody was delivering, and it was like a crazy charge. So we had literally like the past 5 years we've spent just replacing all the appliances one by one
Oh,
because
yeah.
right after we moved in, right after we signed everything and moved in, my wife got laid off. So it was like
Oh.
awesome. Yeah.
Like, this is what we
So
needed right now. We needed this like a hole in the
well,
head.
just the money we put away for the appliances, we kind of just
Right.
didn't buy appliances and used it for everything else and made ends meet. But I mean, she was laid off, and I said, "Well, listen, hey, you're laid off. Like this is your time. What do you want to be when you grow up? Because here's
Right.
your do over. Like
Yeah.
take your chance, do whatever you want." And she's like, "I really want to go back to school for a paralegal." I said, "Now's your chance. Go.
Right.
Like I'm here. I got everything we need right now. We've got the extras we put away for the appliances. Just go."
Right.
And I mean, she loves it, so I'm not mad at all. I'm happy she had that opportunity. I wouldn't change that part for the world, but man, there's still a few appliances that I still want to replace, but that's a whole other
Oh,
problem.
we've replaced about everything. We have the original stove still. We replaced our refrigerator. We replaced the dishwasher. We had to replace the um, garbage disposal. We are still fixing regularly our washer and dryer because I'll be damned if we get rid of that because it's a top loader and it's like one of the last that Maytag made that it was actually Maytag because now I think it's a different company that makes Maytag products. Either way, we researched it and it was one of those that it's like don't get rid of this washer because it works and it's easy to fix and it's cheap enough to fix. So yeah, we were holding on to that thing until it is like completely rusted through, not non-functional at all. But yeah, we've replaced about everything, including our HVAC.
Oh yeah, we had to do that
Yeah.
too. So we knew the furnace was fixed when we moved in, but we didn't know what the AC was like, and because of air and then all that other stuff, they didn't really want anybody like turning it on. I'm like, well, I got a guy, no big deal. And as sure shit, the first day it turned 100 degrees outside. The damn thing froze from the line all the way to the condenser unit,
Never
and
fails, man.
so we ended up actually putting. So I was a dorm, like a I don't know if you have these where you're at or if anyone else does. So like, it's like a normal single story house, but the second story is called like a dormer. So it's basically like they just made walls of the what would be like your peak of your roof. And there's not a lot of insulation up there or anything like that. That was the room that I had as a kid. Well, when they did our house that we live in now, kind of the same idea.
Hmm.
They made it a little bit more modern. There's a bathroom between, whatever. But as soon as it turned 100, and my one son said he could feel the air conditioning out of his vent, but the other one said he couldn't. I was like, all right, just get them the mini splits, put them up there because I knew what it was like to be a kid stuck in the. It was when it was
Oh
hot
yeah.
outside, you were miserable, and when it was cold
Mhm.
outside, you were miserable. I'm like, just give them the mini splits. They do heat, they do AC, they can have them on at the same time. It actually cut our electric bill down, cost wise. Um, but yeah, not something I wanted to have to deal with either, but we did. So the only thing we haven't replaced, we had to replace, like you said, basically everything. Our washer and dryer ended up going out a couple months after moving in. The dishwasher was brand new, but it ended up taking a crap, so we ended up buying a better version anyway. The garbage disposal went out. I just took it out. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
dealing with this.
DIY that. We actually DIY installed our dishwasher too. We're pretty handy, but yeah, we didn't do the HVAC though. That was
No. Oh no, I would have when we moved in the first time we ran the dishwasher, it didn't work, so we had to have someone come out and look at it, and I still had the stickers on it, and I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna last long. Like that was like a they bought that on super clearance somewhere at like a secondhand store and just shoved it in
Oh
the
yeah.
spot, and I was like, I'm not even gonna fight it for much longer. So when it went dead the last time, and I tried to replace the drive belt and things, and it didn't work, and I was like, just forget it. Just that was a $10 fix. It wasn't what I thought it was. Just get rid of it, or let's get a different one.
Mhm.
And I know that sounds really like pretentious, but it's like
No, no. With a dishwasher,
they're not that expensive.
no,
No,
no.
I just mean like just buy a new one. It's fine. No, they're just it's just it
Well,
wasn't worth fighting over.
like we bought a KitchenAid because it's got the inside of it is not plastic. So many of them now are plastic inside. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like why?
That,
Ours is metal. It's actually stainless steel. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, like Josh researched it and everything. Like we bought same with the fridge. We ended up buying a particular fridge, but and it's because like we wanted like the LG or the Samsung, but they don't last. It's like if I'm going to replace the thing, I may as well replace it with one that's going to actually work. But
right.
it's just yeah, it's I swear, and it's frustrating because it's like you see the top 1% just getting so much exorbitantly. Like, how many companies are we getting reports on that are making profits hand over fist? And it's like, it's to the extent that it's borderline criminal. And we are sitting here worrying about, as like, I mean, we're not young. We're in our 40s. Like, we shouldn't be worrying about this crap anymore. And furthermore, we're worrying about none of us moved out of like the dorm level of life really because I'm still living like I did in college. I feel like it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
easy Mac 9 again. Okay, great. But like the thing about
Exactly.
it, right? It's ramen. Okay, cool. But the thing about it too is it's like I shouldn't have to worry about that. And furthermore, we shouldn't have to worry about sending our kids like proverbially because I had kids very late, but that's not always the norm. But sending our kids to war where the government's not going to feed them either. Like what the if
Right.
that's the case, then shit. At least he'll get 3 hots and a cot in jail. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like they
Get
are
better
feeding
treatment in there.
prisoners better than they are our troops, and that's a fucking problem. Like that is
That
a
is a really big problem.
yeah, it is. I mean, I'm sorry, but no. You cannot expect these guys to go and serve their country and maintain the standards that you set if you're not feeding them. Like that's the first fucking problem too is that these guys are expected to meet what those insane qualifications per, keg's breath and then you're not going to feed them? Are you kidding me right now? Like cuz anybody that has any idea about health knows the first thing you got to do is fucking eat. You know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah.
first key to maintaining your fitness. Got to eat the right things.
Well, yeah. Well, and it drives me just to think about like I mean, you go back to that whole scenario. So even just this portion, but when you get out of the military and then you have to deal with the VA and everything else that's going on, like what's the there used to be some, and maybe that was just naivety on my part back in when I was younger, but there used to be some portion of like, well, you go in, you get a college degree, you could do this, and then you can kind of like retire and then go into whatever you wanted afterwards. And there was kind of like that. Here's your perks, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like there are any now at all. Period. Like from start to finish, any of it. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't feel that way.
I think the perks are if you go to an academy, and that's about it now. Unfortunately, which it shouldn't be like that, but I mean, not that they don't deserve. Like, if you went to West Point or you went to the Naval Academy or whatever, like, you do deserve some perks because you're starting off as an officer. But the enlisted guys still deserve, like, you know, the essentials. If you're sending them to the middle of, like, the desert, they deserve to be able to get whatever they need, food or whatever. Like, it's just, to me, it's not only is it really frustrating, but Iran has been preparing for this for however long. You're sending them into a situation that's already sketchy as fuck. The least you can do is make it a situation where they feel like they're being supported by their country, and they don't feel like that. Not when you're feeding them a tostita, like a tortilla, and what looks like it could be pulled pork, possibly, but mystery meat. Like,
Oh, it was definitely mystery meat. It grossed me.
I know. Oh my god.
I was like, I've seen better meatloaf in the lunch line in high school. Like, this is not okay.
Oh, it's not okay. And like, to show that stuff, and then to say, oh, but we're also definitely gonna have a draft. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, no, you're not gonna have a draft, or you're gonna have a draft of kids that are not going to meet the standards that you're setting, and then they're really not going to meet them when they're not eating. So I don't know what to tell you. But it's just, yeah, you're going to get an abundance of people choosing prison over the military is what you're going to get.
I mean, it depends on your crime, like depends on what you do. I mean, if you're helping out the world's most notorious trafficker and child, then you can get downgraded to a maximum facility prison and hang out with your puppy and teach classes.
Right.
So,
right.
Go big or go home.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like the other thing that also irks me is that if you're going to do all this, why are you kicking certain groups of people out who maybe have been career soldiers and, like they kicked, trans people, they're looking to discriminate against gay people. Like, if you're going to be that nitpicky, okay. But, again, you fuck around. Oh, hold on. I think I still have it. Hold on. Cake, pizza, bagel, toast, slow cooker. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you're you're literally saying, oh, like we're gonna draft, but you don't think that everybody's gonna identify suddenly as trans or gay because, yeah. I mean, come on. You cannot have it both ways.
Yeah.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick a lane. You can either discriminate or you can have a draft, but you can't have both because you're not gonna get anybody drafted in. And yeah, it's just. I mean, and furthermore too, like, they only take the poor kids. They only take the poor kids who don't have, guaranteed futures, and yeah.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much all of us now.
It is, but I mean, it was more egregious back in the day, but yeah, now it's pretty much all of us that are up for. I mean, unless you're slightly, and even then, like even if you're above age, if you do a specialty job, or that's where I wonder how many waivers are going to start flying, because it's like, oh, all of a sudden, like, because I mean, technically, I'm still able-bodied. I could end up being drafted, even with a colostomy. I mean, I don't know. I could end up stateside. I mean, as a specialist, yes, I could see that happening. I could see them getting to the bottom of that barrel real quick.
Yeah, I wondered stuff like that too, because I know like there are like religious reasonings where you'd still have to serve, but you won't have to go over into active war zones. But you could do like
objectors.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think. I was just like, oh, whatever. Yeah. But like, like my oldest son was talking about, he's huge into like farming and that lifestyle. Like his relaxing video game he play. It really is. but he loves to play Farming Simulator.
I
Like that's his
enjoy that
favorite
too.
game.
Yeah.
Um, so he's like, well, maybe I can just find a field and they'll let me like maintain it. And I was like, I don't know what the options are honestly, but like it could happen. I don't know. Grounds keep at least at a minimum, but I mean,
Well, it depends on what kind of
I don't-
gardening. Because I can tell you, back in Vietnam, my dad did a whole lot of gardening of a certain type of plant.
uh, yeah, not that. Yeah,
Okay, just saying. I mean,
yeah.
there is an
No,
option.
no. He's not that kind of. He's not that kind of autistic. He's Sheldon Cooper more than.
Oh,
Instead of fun with trains, it's fun with tractors.
Right.
Yeah. So like,
well.
I mean, I love him. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I just can't see him stepping out the line that way. He has much more of a personality than that. He's just very straight and narrow with the rules, and he knows that's not one he wants to go down. But also, if you're a minister, if you decide that you ever want to get like ordained, if you have at least 50 people that you can refer to as a congregation, you don't have to serve.
Mm-hmm.
So just throw that in your wheelhouse.
I too. Somebody had commented that they crash on the tractors. Yeah, it's really easy to do that. Surprising.
He has a collection, and he keeps them well maintained in the video game, and he keeps his vehicle at home just as maintained, like clockwork. He has a day of the month that he goes out and he checks the oil and everything, and like it's the perfect. Like I never. He sets the thing and he does it, and it's beautiful, and no complaints, honestly.
Well, it's just funny you talk about tractors and trains and stuff, because I'm sitting here thinking like my husband really likes Tractor Simulator and trains, and I'm like,
He falls under that category.
I wonder if that's
And trains
special interest.
When they were little, it was really trains. It really was because of Thomas.
Oh yeah.
It was like really big again, when they were their age. But we had the steam one that comes through the state, and I remember we would drive. We had the train tracks to the end of our basically like we could see them out our window, but we would go see them, and then we'd drive to like down the road a little bit further because we knew it was coming, and we'd stand outside and watch the steams go by, and they had a good kick out of that. My dad called us and was like, "Hey, come out and see all these guys." So he would travel with us to the different sites, and it's the same train that we watched, but we went in a good 15, 20 miles to watch the same train just keep coming at us. We're to beat it. But yeah, no, the kids love that too. But yeah, it was trains when they were little, and then I moved to tractors, and he has a Max Botch car collection and stuff like that. Like but they're all in like, he's got like a case for them, kind of like where they're all displayed nicely, and I mean, everything's meticulous. I'm never going to complain about it. I love it. So let it happen. I, on the other hand, have to have, well, I mean, you can't see it right now. I have to have a tarp over my collection of things because they just pile up onto you. You're like, oh, whatever.
Yep. Once again, yeah. I married the one that likes to just hoard shit, so it's fine. Like, I love him, but I don't love his affinity for random things. I'm like, oh god, where are we gonna put that? Like, he bought he had to buy a thing to lift his truck bed so he could fix. It was like there was an actual issue with like the fuel pump or fuel line, or I don't know. So he had to buy. I'm like, so why do we have like a Hoyer lift like in the carport? What?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that was to get the truck bed off. I'm like, of course it was. Did you have to find the biggest fucking thing in the world? What the hell? But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But still, I'm like, oh, God, it's just it's endless. Like, he had to clean out his grandfather's house. I'm like, God, we don't need any more. Of course you brought more shit. Okay, great. Just what we needed. None of this.
Yeah.
But, not trying.
I mean, I feel kind of like, yeah, no, that's kind of like where we live too. Because like when we cleaned out my grandma's house, my aunt took a good portion of things. I mean, she was the only daughter. That was her mom, and so there was a lot of things. But also, like, I was in charge of the estate, so a lot of things that didn't sell in the sale that I was like, I can't just throw this in a dumpster. Like, we'll take it to our house, we'll have a garage sale. And, like, 4 garage sales later, I'm like, I own this end table because it's cool and I don't want to get rid of it, and I own this
Yeah.
because it's cool and I want to get rid of it. So,
Well, that's
I
why when
mean,
we took apart my parents' house, because my brother pretty much tossed most of their stuff, which was fine because I didn't need any of it. But I have like the pictures and stuff, so it's like I have, and I just didn't realize my aunt was a professional photographer when I was a little kid. Like she's retired now, but I did not realize the amount of pictures we have because we were her when she was learning how to do it. We were her models, and I have so many bins of pictures, and like you don't want to get rid of them because they're fucking pictures, and you can't get that back, and you're like But oh my god, I have so much.
we have totes. My aunt is not a professional photographer, but we refer to her as a professional tourist.
Interesting.
Like whenever we go places, she takes pictures of like everything and family events. Like there's like 4 of every like pose she puts everybody in, and totes of photos of family members and people. Some people I don't even know. And then like she makes copies and sent them all out. So like my grandma's copies were just the ones that my aunt already took. So I sent them back to her so she can put them into family groups, and then she sent them back to me so I could hand them out to the other family members. But my cousin said he's going to kill me if she brings anything else home. And I told him that I will owe him for her taking it now. If something happens to her, I'll have to drive to his place in Tennessee and help him get rid of the stuff that she took that she didn't necessarily need in the first place.
Right.
But
well,
that's just family.
It happens to all of us, and that's like one of the things that I hope that, in a way, I'm kind of hoping the population of boomer stuff isn't the problem for our kids. You know what I mean? Like that's one of those things that is so overwhelming when it happens to you. Like when you have like either your parent that passes or a grandparent or whatever, and just the amount of stuff. Like it's incredible. Like, and so it was hard for me to go through my parents' house because so many things I would find and be like, oh my god, I remember when we did that, that whole thing. But it's like at the same time, like it's overwhelming because it's just the amount of crap that the boomer generation has, and it's like, they kept it because the kids are gonna want that. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants. Like if you are listening and you are a boomer, it's not that we don't love your stuff, but your kids have already bought their own. Like don't say that.
Right.
It's okay. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like it's okay. Please let it go. So, yeah. Just it's
so
like it's like frozen around here. Just let it go.
Yeah. My mom got a little so like she started to deal with like some of her friends passing, and she helped them, like their families and stuff, go through things. And so she started to see how much piles up really fast. So my mom went on a purge of the house, and it still continues to do so. Like we're coming up on like 2 years since my dad passed, and she's still purging things, like trying to get rid of stuff. My dad was not as good at getting rid of things because he was a fixer. So like he would always have a use for that other thing. Like
right.
At one point we told my dad he had a box of like 9 or 10 half assembled rotary dial phones. And I'm like, Dad, nobody even has landlines anymore, let alone a rotary dial phone. Like this is a box that I'm okay with mom getting rid of. But like the extension cords and shit I get, you can always use more extension cords, but like you don't need the rotary dials. Like let's get rid of those.
Of cords? Can we just discuss that?
Right.
Who doesn't have that
several
box of random cords that nobody knows what they're to, but we keep it.
But you find a use for them later. You're like, oh, there's that one weird shaped one, and I know exactly where it's at.
Right. Like I have like a plug thing up here, like just in my eyesight. Like I'm like, oh man, I have that. Different adapter sizes. Like those kinds of things can be handy, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, when am I ever going to use this?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's it could be worse. I'm gonna say like lucky. I'm lucky that my mom started to purge through some of that stuff, because at one point she brought me over a box of old clothes that was I'm not sure if it was mine, my older brothers, and my younger brothers, or like which group of us it actually hit. But she was like, here for the boys, and I looked through it and I was like, oh my god, these are like your 80s JC Penney sweaters. I'm like, they don't want these. There was like a T-shirt that was like, I don't even remember. My oldest took it. I think it was like Dr. Pepper or something. He's like, I'll wear this, and I'm like, fine. But the rest of it, he's like, I don't want it. It's no, and I'm like, no, because they weren't soft sweaters either. They were
Oh
very much
yeah,
sweater
yeah. They
material,
didn't
and I'm
have
like,
the synthetic materials that we have
uh-uh.
now. No.
No, and they all look like Bill Cosby or like
Yep.
Stripes, and they're like, no, I don't want these, and I'm like, well, I don't blame you. You have to wear a uniform to school. Like, they're at that weird phase where like even public schools had to wear uniforms, and they were all like a polo and khakis, and then they slowly moved away from like a single color polo to as long as it's a polo and khakis, and now I think they just went back to like whatever you own is fine as long as it's appropriate.
Right.
But I was like, they got that weird place in between everything, so it's like they can't even wear these to school or anything. Like, they're not going to just wear a sweater on a Saturday. Like, just get rid of it, Mom. It's fine.
Right.
But
Well, like in my parents. Okay, so here was why this was such an epic thing. So my parents moved. We moved probably 4 times. My mom held on to because she would decorate every room in each house we owned in a different theme. Okay, just for that house. Okay, so we had like a New England bedroom, and we had like an ocean themed at some point. I think our kitchen was chili peppers because we had red in our flooring for some. Anyway, she kept all of it. I literally found files that were tax returns from the 70s. And I'm like, I think we can part with like 1974's tax returns. I mean, just saying. So like my parents kept all of everything that we had for all 4 houses, and they crammed it into their garage. And they had downsized houses. So they went from having like I don't know how big their biggest house was, but it was well over 2,000 square feet, to like 700 square foot house. The garage just stacked with stuff, like to the point where we literally just pitched all of it. Because like we would open something and it's like, okay, this is the kitchen from the Noblesville house when we lived in Indiana for like 3 years. Cool. This is the kitchen from Connecticut. You're like, oh my god. Like, and they had rented houses too, so it's like it was so freaking overwhelming. And that's why my brother just pitched all of it. Like, he couldn't go through it. I tried to actually go through all of it, and it was so emotionally draining. I can't even tell you.
I own the checks that my grandmother and grandfather, like their first set of checks, like the number is 001. That was their bank account number.
Wow.
And they are like this big, and when they were done with them, they would like void stamp them, not like actually like, but like with holes.
You had to hold on to them. Yeah, you had to double check.
Mm-hmm. She had every single one, like literally check number 1 to whatever. And then I also found at her house. This is actually
soccer.
Pretty cool, but
okay. I didn't realize there was a soccer stadium behind you.
I just picked one that was like not as kind of crazy and stuff, but like I actually found this notebook. I don't know if it'll let you kind of like see it. Maybe a little kind of idea. This was my great grandfather's, so my grandma's dad, and this is actually his story that he wrote. His experience in the army when he left Montreal, Canada, June 5th, 1918. So from World War One.
Wow.
And it goes all the way through his entire adventure. This was a cool find. I'm I'm sad that it fell apart, but on the last page of the last thing that he wrote, and that you can't, you know that you're not going to be able to see it because I can't. This is impossible. But it's a handprint. Like it was like, I don't know if he was whatever he was doing, but it's like his palm fit like right here on the back of it. So it's like it's still imprinted. But yeah, like Bright and Bow writing tablet. I've never seen. I gotta turn this background off real quick so you can at least see what I'm trying to show you. Yeah. So like Bright and Bow.
Oh wow.
Never seen this brand before.
Hey, wait, hold that up.
But yeah, if you
hold the logo up again. I think that might be from Cincinnati. I think I recognize.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know though. I
Well,
could
I
be
mean,
wrong.
we're from. I mean, we're from the same state. It could be.
Yeah.
I
No, I
don't.
mean,
There's not like a.
there could be a print. It could have been
There's not like
printed
a.
here.
Yeah, there's not like a date or anything on this
I just
per
recognize
se,
that
but like
logo. There's another company
I
here
don't know
that looks very similar.
if you can
Oh
read it. It's probably in
wow,
reverse, isn't
it
it?
is. Yeah, but still, that's kind
But
of cool
yeah,
though. That kind of stuff is
yeah.
cool. Like my dad
This
has
was the not.
pictures and stuff from Nam, but yeah.
But this was definitely the find of the century. But like,
Oh,
yeah,
for
they've
sure. But,
everything. But that, yeah, I have made photocopies of that, so like you can enhance it, so I can send it off to my other family members. I forgot that they.
well, and one of the other things
Yeah.
that has me concerned about the troops right now is it wasn't that long ago that they were still burning garbage in tar pits. That's actually how Beau Biden ended up with a brain tumor. I'm wondering the other part of this, and it's not just specifically that, but it is kind of also specifically that. Have they rolled back policies that we know were harmful to the troops because of things like Beau Biden's brain tumor and all the other any number of things that they had at some points done that were known to be harmful to the troops. And I can see them because of their unwillingness to believe in science and reason and thought. And are they bringing back policies that, honest to God, can harm these guys 20, 30 years from now? And that really does kind of concern me because of their lack of wanting to adhere to anything that is normal protocol and or science.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I worked in dialysis, I had several patients that had Agent Orange.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just I felt horrible. I mean, one, thank you for your service, but two, like the treatment that they had, the way they had so many problems with the VA, like a lot of them had problems getting their dialysis approved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's like their kidneys are failing. Like, what choice do they have? Where's your plan B? Like, there isn't one for that. So
No, and they want to keep limiting what they can claim as service-related injuries when we know that, like, because even from Iraq and Afghanistan, how many guys came back fucked up because they got blown up or nearby blown up? They were close enough to feel the shockwave and to have a brain injury from it. There's going to be all kinds of other things that's going to be from this campaign. But my genuine concern is that this particular regime does not give two shits about anything related in reality and science and reason. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and that's going to get more people killed for funsies, really. Because this is basically just a pissing match for oil that has been initiated by Israel. And that's not, I don't know what to do with that.
No, it's not helpful. Well, and I mean, even I can't remember who said it exactly, but it was like Israel came to multiple presidents with the same
They all said
suggestion
no.
and they were all like, "Hell no, man! Like, what are you thinking?" And unfortunately, we
we found the one special needs president.
yeah. And I mean, it's a lot of the things that he does is just for vengeance.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
So like a lot of that.
He's the dark triad. You have a sadist combined with the narcissist, sociopathy, and psychopathy. Yeah, you have all three of them there. He's gonna do all kinds of crazy shit to people just for fun because he likes it. He thinks it's cool.
Yeah, and there's so many weird things. Like, you did you end up watching the repost?
Yeah.
Of the dripping blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people were like, "Oh, it's got to be." I don't think it is. I think it's just AI gobbledygook, like I did on CapCut yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, I don't know if it says anything specific. And he didn't post it. So like there's that ongoing internet battle. He didn't post it. He reposted it. So take with that what you will. It's still creepy as hell, and I don't recommend. It's not for the the faint of heart. There's one of those
Well,
moments where you're all like, should I bless my house real quick? Because that was just not okay.
no, yeah. But like I also feel like we're seeing okay, so as people start to decline mentally, so like as like we enter like into probably which is in his case this is probably more than one form of dementia. So as we start to really lose our grip with reality because of whatever form of dementia, basically we start to see more unhinged and more most people just choose to live in a reality that no longer exists. For him, he's choosing to make a reality that doesn't exist, and it's very very violent. Like that's the thing that to me, like we're seeing the actual true Donald Trump at this point because the
Right.
filters have been removed. This is his actual personality. If you think that he would hurt you at this point, he absolutely would because he is not holding back anymore. He cannot. The filter is gone. He cannot basically he can't he no longer possesses the ability to make you feel like you're spout like the narcissist stuff that you see them do where they dance around stuff and they make you feel good. It's gone. This is his actual personality and it's fucking horrific. You know what I mean? Like he is truthfully, I don't think Epstein was wrong. He's a sadist through and through. Like he does not give two shits about the men he is sending into Iran, what they have planned to do to them. He doesn't care. And that's the thing, like, this is why, this point in history, we have to remember and we have to see what kind of impact somebody that is so devoid of morals and ethics and character can do to our country in such a short amount of time. He has unraveled our entire country and he doesn't give a fuck. He could care less. To him, we're just people that live here. We're just annoyances to him, especially if we get in the way of something. And that should be remembered for the annals of history because we need to never, ever even allow someone with this particular type of mental disorder and mental defects ever run for office again because they will and have been proven to be horrific as people and can do a lot of damage and not to mention the fact that end a lot of people for no reason. Like he gets sheer joy out of that.
Yeah. Well, and then, I mean, we have to admit that they're on top of having the dementia end of things, the narcissistic end of things, but now he's in collapse.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what portion of anything that you're saying, and whether I feel like for the longest time he had a lot of yes men that were just telling him things like, "Oh, your poll numbers are great." So, and he would hear it from them and he'd believe it. I mean, I don't think that he has a lot of cognitive reasoning skills or the want to even care to look it up himself. But for the longest time, I think he was getting that reassurance. But when people in his own party started to turn from him, when you would see, like Marjorie Taylor Greene speak out, or this person speak out, or that person speak out, or hey, pass this through. I said we need it, and it's not going through, and everyone's like, it didn't make it. He's starting to see it more and more. And I think that some of the other mockery things are starting to come out that now he's just in full collapse on top of all the other problems. So now we've got to worry about new codes, honestly, and things like that. Like it makes me, at what point do you say like everyone was dead determined to throw Biden out? Like he's got this, he's got that, Sleepy Joe, throw him out. Like whether you like, I'm gonna be okay. Like he wasn't my first choice. Biden was not my first choice. But like sitting here having this and looking at like in the heat of the moment where we're at right now, and there's a war going on. Who do you trust in that hot seat?
Joe Biden.
Absolutely, he has the experience. He doesn't have that he as much as Joe tried to play nice with everybody because he didn't want to be the guy that made the choice that made people pissed off. Like he still wanted to please, and it was still about the country overall. Like what do the mass majority of people want? And we don't have that on the side now. So like the fact that he's in that room and they're talking to him and like, oh, we've got to kick you out of the room while we make big war decisions makes me absolutely petrified. Like, if you're not able to make those decisions, then you shouldn't be in that seat. You shouldn't have it anymore.
Well, and furthermore, this is why this point right here, what you were just saying, is exactly why I do not think that JD Vance would be worse. I think his policies will be absolute and utter trash. I think that we will probably move closer to losing rights, but at the end of the day, I do not worry about JD Vance nuking Iran on a whim.
No. Well, and he doesn't have the support.
He doesn't.
So like
He's a weirdo.
where Donnie has the support, where Donnie's going to go in and say things like do it and then turn around and sue a bunch of people and make all these people lose their jobs. People he if Dancy Pants walked up to you and said like you do this or I'm suing you, and be like good fucking luck. Like I don't give a shit.
JD's just
He doesn't have
yeah.
He doesn't have the cojones. He doesn't have the narcissism. He doesn't have the the backing. You know, like if you take this Epstein picture and all the circle of people that hung out. So I'm not saying he was or wasn't involved, but let's just say they're friends, right? Like you can't deny that he ran in the same circle. He has that ability. He has that information. Like you can't tell me like I know all my friends' dirty secrets. Like you know, like none of them are on websites and things like that. But like whatever. But he has the ability to blackmail people. No one likes JD. Like I don't even think JD's wife likes JD. So he doesn't have the people to coerce in the way he wants to.
No, he doesn't have the blackmail. JD's just another annoying dude from Cincinnati. That's all he is. I meet him every day. Hello. Like he doesn't faze me. I've met a billion of them. They're a dime a dozen. But the thing about it is that he does not have the same. In other words, other leaders of other countries don't have the same blackmail ability over JD. He's just a weirdo. He's a heritage bro. His lineage dates back to the Lincoln assassination. That's the only reason why the Heritage Foundation likes him. He would be a nobody otherwise. Yeah, I don't know about his wife. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but he's weird, he's awkward, he's a shapeshifter. He'll do whatever he thinks he needs to do to get whatever, but I also don't worry about JD blowing an entire country off the face of the map in the middle of the night. I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I think that his policies will be horrific, and they will not do, because he'll double down further on this whole like, you know, the same shit Margaret Thatcher did to England back in the 80s is what we're doing now, and it's never worked. Once again, trickle down didn't work over the pond either, so we can add that to the stack of times that this shit didn't work. We need to let it go. We need to bury the shit. We need to not try it again because it doesn't fucking work. If the GOP actually had a fiscal policy that fucking worked, guess what? A lot more people would be voting that way. But you know what? A lot of people are realizing, as millennials, this has been the same shit new day for an entire lifetime. It hasn't worked yet. It's not going to work. So at the end of the day, what do we need to do? We need to move on from it. And the GOP just needs to we need to realize that we're a global economy now. We can't do America first because America first, we can't manufacture everything anymore. We're not going to ever be America first. It's not ever going to work because we're a global society. That's just how that ship sailed in Clinton's era and before that, in Reagan and Clinton, when he shipped jobs to Mexico or whatever NAFTA was. Done. That was a done deal then, and it's not going to work now. So if the Conservative Party can just remove themselves from that, they might have more support. But furthermore, GOP isn't going to do well in the midterms because their platform is shit. They're not going to do well, period, because nobody trusts them right now. They'll be lucky if they can retain a majority in either house after this for decades, because people will remember this. This will go down in history. This whole time frame will go down in history as one of the worst times in America. And quite honestly, people are going to remember that. They're not going to vote for it, which is why I'm not super worried about the midterms, because there is no fucking way that they're going to win anything. They haven't won a runoff or a special election at all. They've gotten their asses handed to them, hand over fist. And so if we look at all of that and we realize, like, say he does pull it off, say they do pull something that's weird, guess what? We're going to fucking know. We're going to fucking know as a country. It's not going to just be us the group that we were all like shunned is Blue Lulu. No, we're gonna know because it's gonna be very apparent when everybody's
Yeah.
like, I didn't vote for this shit. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
we know how they did it too. Would you like to hear that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just that's you know.
I do fear a little bit that there aren't enough people right now in our party that have a very good message going out. Like, we're not very good at speaking to the. I mean, Bernie Sanders is. I think AOC is. I think Mom Donnie is. I think there are a select few that are, but nobody who's in a leadership. Like, listening to Cory Booker get up there the other day. Like, Cory Booker got up there in Michigan and had the whole chat, but like, bro, you are so bought and paid for. No one wants to fucking listen to you speak, and let alone the way you did. Like, it felt preachy. It didn't feel like I'm trying to send you a message of hope, you know, and to move forward. Like, I don't know, maybe there's just me, but there's just not enough unity in the party right now, and I think it's almost to the point where, like, so we had Democrats and Republicans, and then we had Democrats, Republicans, and MAGA, and now I just think we need to come up with our own, but not insane, but like leave the establishments on either side behind.
We need a socialist party. We really do.
Yeah, and well, we need people
Democratic
to speak.
Democratic socialist, by the way, not socialist.
Yes.
Socialist, not Marxist. Democratic socialist.
Right. No, I knew what you meant. I knew it. You and I have chatted enough, but like, I don't know how to get there. I don't know if there's a plan. I hope they have a plan. I hope somebody has a plan. I feel like everybody's running around here pretending everything, and it's just not doing us a whole lot of good.
Well, I think
I know it's not. We're not ready to go to start worrying about the pre-election. You know, for like the next election. Like, not worried about 28 right now, but I think it still wouldn't be a good time to start saying things that we want to do besides just standing in the way of what Don's doing today.
Well, and
like,
right now,
no time like the present.
Right now, I think that's their only play because they don't have majorities. Although they stand to gain a majority even before the midterms because of people retiring from the GOP. And if that's the case, then game, set, match. But at the same time, I feel like their unwillingness to decide what they want to do is going to ultimately hurt them, yes. But I think it's going to hurt certain... Like, for instance, I think Amy Acton is going to win, or at least has a strong chance of winning in Ohio because people do not like Vivek. And at the end of the day... it's a visceral dislike of Vivek because he just feels swarmy and slimy and gross, just like JD, and I don't see him winning just because he's a weirdo. But at the same time, I also do think that in the past, Amy Acton has proven herself during COVID. So she may not need to necessarily come swinging on policies. She just, her record itself might actually help her. So, I mean, as far as the midterms, I think it's hard to say because I think there's a lot of Amy Actons out there that literally, like, maybe their record and certain other things has helped them get where they need to go. But I think as far as congressionally, I think the back half of the next 2 years is going to show what, like, they're going to have to figure out what their stances are on a lot of this stuff. And they're going to have to start to hold these guys that are in the files accountable. They're going to have to do that. They're going to have to, yeah, it's time. It's been time. And they need to reel in the power. But ultimately, until we divorce ourselves from AIPAC...
No, 100%. And I think that's the point. We could really use that as a tool, right? Like, everyone, you know, the MAGA had Make America Great in the, like, America First movement and things like that. Well, like, we could really just put a spin on a lot of the things that they said, and, like, here's our actual policy to get there. Like, if you want to, you know, make America first, like, get rid of AIPAC money.
Yeah.
Get rid of Citizens United. Get rid of...
Right.
You know, like, we could really use the opportunities to go out there and bring people in using the messages that are already there. But I don't feel like anybody's really trying. I mean, maybe Was it Jeff? Um,
Oh, the dude from that became AG of North Carolina, Jeff Jackson.
yeah, I
Yeah.
no, not that one.
Oh.
Ossoff.
Oh. Okay.
He was up there the other day, and he made a pretty decent speech. That was kind of it felt very like Pete Buttigieg in
Mm-hmm.
that aspect, but it was very much like we need to bring this together. You want to make America first? We're gonna fight for this. Like bring back DEI, all that other stuff. Like it was very like I'm sure it was a campaign rally and things like that, but it was just like, and maybe because we don't see everybody's campaign rallies and things that we don't really get the message back and forth. But I feel like that just to have more messaging out there, like we could do better.
Well, and I feel like the other thing too is like democratic leadership. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to like necessarily like throw us in the hat, but what I'm saying is if democratic leadership, one of the biggest things that succeeded the last campaign was Kamala HQ, right? Like everybody thought that that shit was hilarious. If they are more open to using people like us to talk about their points and to talk
Mm,
about what, yeah, that would be a really freaking great idea because clearly
right,
all the regular mainstream ways are not working anymore, or they're only working for boomers because most people in our age bracket don't have cable. So guess what? Like I'm
right.
seeing endless Thomas Massey commercials at work, but I'm not seeing him at home. Why? Because I don't have. We don't watch TV like
Because
that
we don't
anymore.
watch TV.
Right. We just don't. So I think that honestly, if there's if there's any democratic leadership that sees this, you might want to start to think about using everyday Joes to sell your platform and to advise you on
Yeah,
your platform because we're the people that have to pay the bills that have to live in this situation. We would probably be your best resource to be able to advise you on what will work and what people actually need who are living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. Because we all can agree that we have to spend whatever money we have that hasn't been stolen by the regime. We have to invest it wisely, and we have to really make strides to turn shit around because otherwise it's not going to go anywhere. Like that was the problem with Biden. Like I thought Joe Biden was a wonderful president, but he didn't do enough, or not necessarily him, but Congress didn't pass enough to push his agenda as far as it should have gone. And had it gone the way that he actually did want to, with student loan forgiveness, with all these other things, we would probably be in a much better place right now as the working middle class or the working class as a whole. Because honest to God, like then the rich elites continuing to just steal from us just right in front of our faces isn't doing any good for the average person, but student loan forgiveness sure as fuck would. But as giving people down payment assistance to buy homes would fucking help. You know what I mean? Like those are programs that have worked in the past and can work, now again. And we're getting away from, they keep wanting to cater to the billionaire class, cater to the millionaire class, cater to the rich people, and it's not worked at all. We've not seen any return on our investment, us the taxpayers' investment. And yeah, why would we want to keep subscribing to this shit show when we're not getting anything out of it? Any other investment we would have left by now. We would have pulled out.
right.
Why is this any different?
Well, and you think about it, like if you just go through the internet and read about everybody who said, I don't want my taxpayer money to pay for bombs for Iran, or if I don't want them to go the money for Israel or any of the other things, I wouldn't mind taxpayer money to feed this kids. Like there's your first opportunity to swoop in and say things like, we're going to cut out extra military spending overseas in wars, and we're going to bring it back in and start doing free lunches and breakfast programs for kids. Like you could easily take their message, take our message as average US citizen voters, and just take it and hand it back to us, like spoon feed it to us. Like we want cheaper prices, but tell me how you're going to do it and let people believe it. Because we're there. We're already like, if you were to believe everything that Trump said was going to happen, like, there's no wonder all you guys are so mad. But he wasn't going to drop prices on day one with any of his other policies. That was transparent to anyone who could read from A to B. But for the, if they just throw us the bone, hey, I'm going to lower prices by reinvesting into the middle class, giving you more money. You guys get more money. It stimulates the economy. And guess what? We are back in full circle. Like, we're going to do this. We're going to do like Mamdani did in the whole U.S. And your second house, if it's worth more than X amount of money, you have to pay taxes on it. You have to pay taxes on your boat if you own a boat and it's not for business use, if it's from personal use, if you own X amount of vehicles, or just take the things that the rich people own. If you're going to rent art, tax it. Like, I don't, just pick shit and start taxing it. Something that will put more money in our pockets, because right now we're sitting here trying to figure out how we're going to buy enough food for fucking spaghetti, or have enough money to even buy spaghetti. That's $60 to make a pot, and all fucking ridiculous. And all these other people, they're like, oh, no big deal. I'm just gonna make a submarine in my free time and fucking blow it up underwater. Like, just fucking give us the money we need to survive. I just want to eat more than spaghetti and ramen.
Well, and I think here's the other thing too. Like Warren Buffett said, if companies gave $5 billion, we could pay for everything. No American citizen would have to pay an income tax, because and they have the money. That's the fucked up part. They have the money to do it. There's enough corporations that have that kind of equity that they can literally do that. And that's a sign that there's problems. But the other part of that too is like this whole like not wanting to tax the rich and not wanting to put in a marginal tax rate. I'm sorry, but anything over, we can pick a number, but anything over like 100 million, any dollar over that amount that you earn needs to be taxed at 90%. That's how we built the highway system, people. That's how we did it. That's how Eisenhower did it. There's no mystery there. He taxed the fucking rich. That's how he fucking built the interstate highway system. Like, that is common knowledge. And like the sad thing is that the people that don't know that are the people that vote for GOP policies, because they don't understand that if we are going to drag us all back to the 50s, the least you can do is to bring the tax policy, because guess what? Billionaires and millionaires paid their fucking share in the 50s. That's how we were prosperous through the 50s. That's how that fucking happened. It wasn't a happenstance. It wasn't luck. It wasn't from the war effort. It was from people paying their fair share and not understanding that that's how it happened. Not bothering to learn the history, not bothering to learn how we did it before. And that's going to continue to fuck us as long as we allow it to happen. But at the end of the day, if we're going to bring back these horrible policies, we need to bring back the tax brackets too, because guess what? That's how we did these things. That's how it worked. That's how we funded NASA. That's how we went to the moon in the 60s, was by people paying their fucking fair share. That's how they did it. That's it. No mystery. You have to tax people. You have to tax the rich. That's it. That's how you do it.
And I mean, if we're gonna get like let's add a thing, a list of things we can wish on. Can we just have like a summary, maybe monthly, that we get that says this is how much you should have paid into your taxes, this is how much you did pay in, like, and give you a little bit of a instead of having to figure out the weird fucking IRS tax forms, like, give us a bone early and then just tell us what we owe you. Like, when you go to a cash register and you hit enter, it tells you what you owe. Like, why can't I go into my paycheck and hit enter and have it say this is what you should have paid for taxes, or this is where you should be at according to just the amount of information we have right here with your income? Like, it would help people figure it out way before they're really far behind if they owe or whatever. But when you get to that point at the end of the last December paycheck or whatever, you could just put everything into the IRS webpage and just, oh, this is what you owe. Like, quit making us do the fucking math. And then if we don't get it right and you owe us more money, you're never going to tell us about it. But if we owe you money, we owe you plus interest times 1,000,000 daily. It's just a fucking piss off system. I don't even care about taxes that much, but it pisses me off so bad that we can't just know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's so
It's like
many industries that are just like that. It's a racket. It's like,
mm-hmm.
oh my God, why is this not a racket? Yeah, and please, for God's sakes, anybody listening to this, do not do what Scott Bassett told us to do. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Good Lord, don't
No.
do that. None of us
Anybody
in here is not in that tax bracket to be able to do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. No, there have been so many posts on this platform alone where people tell you, like, I quit paying my taxes, and I'm like, listen, like, I think that as a country, if we had 90% of people sitting around and we had like a formal complaint thrown out with like, these are our rules, and if you don't abide by them, then we're not going to pay our taxes, and giving them a time frame and letting it be like a set up system where, and then we can call it like, this is now a tax protest. If you don't pay your taxes, you're fucked. Like, you owe on it percentagely daily, and if you knowingly stop paying them and you haven't hit your cutoff, like, you are super duper fucked. Like, you can't even make that up. If you were to take your tax money and like, you know, like if you live in an apartment complex or whatever, and your building is not fixed, and you can put your money in a savings account for escrow, you can't even make up the amount of interest you owe at all. And even if you threw it in like an overseas account, that amount of interest doesn't get made up over time. Like, you would still owe that giant chunk of money plus basically double at that point for not paying your taxes. Don't do it.
No.
For the love of God, just don't.
Right. Like, I mean, that's the thing is, I think, yeah, it's easy to, because, like, I'll be honest, I filed because I don't want to fuck with that. I don't want that I don't want that mess. I don't want any of that, because it's, yeah, and granted, they owe me, but there's also that I did need the money after what happened at the beginning of the year. But it's one of those where it's like, you know, it's just such a risk, because even if you don't file, you could end up getting fined for not filing. It's just, to me, it's not worth it. Unless it was something like we had a declaration of independence, like, we're not going to, like, a declaration of tax, like, this is the tax situation we're going to do, but we have to declare that there's a process to it, like you said. We can't just be like, nope, I'm not paying. Like, no, that's not.
Yeah, nice. Like, if you could get everybody who's in the 50501 and doing the protest as part of the protest to sign up to say, like, this is our first step, day one. If we're not met with something extra day two, like, we could do it. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it has to be done in the appropriate steps, or else it's and honestly, federal prison doesn't sound like any fun to me. I just got things to do that day, and it just interferes with my medicine schedule. Is your kid coming from the wall?
Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay, she didn't come through the window, so. I heard something. I was like, oh no! Come through the window.
I don't know where it's coming.
Yeah. But it's not wise, especially in this instance where they're going to be exceptionally punitive. They're going to throw the book at you.
No, yeah. And I'm not saying, listen, I don't want to pay him. I don't want, just like everybody else, I don't want my money going towards bombing other places and doing the bullshit. Like, I don't want that. I want to have veterans have unlimited benefits. I want the old people to have all the money they need to live out their end days. I want to help the people who don't have money so that they can get, you know, medicine and things. The little kids, I don't want to I want all my money to go to that, but that's not my choice at this point. But I also don't want to go to federal prison, so I'm just stuck this rock in a hard place, and it's not like.
I was gonna say, you mean you don't want Cash Patel to drink your tax money? Is that what you're saying? Is that what? Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't want it. I don't want it to go to any of the weird parades or any of the other stupid shit. I don't want it to go to you know, I had this thought the other day, and I had this thought the other day, and we've all been talking about the tariffs and how now all the businesses are getting checks from the government for tariffs, and how much of Mar-a-Lago is still considered a business that fucker isn't going to get a tax break from that too. because it's goods and services. So that's a service. He's got the golf. He's got all the golf courses that are still left in Mar-a-Lago. He's doing what, $1 million plate meals.
Oh, of course he has. Fucking, oh my god. I literally cannot wait for, for it to happen to a better, to a more deserving person. Let's put it that way. Come on, Blood Clot. McDonald's
Right.
has got to do its job soon. So
100%. I'm just like, how can we? I just
speed
don't.
this up? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I just don't want to live in this place where this is it, and this is what we like. How fair is it? Like, I want to save little kids. I want them to get the best education. I want them to eat. I want, women to be able to have autonomy to their bodies and not have to put up with everything you have to put up with on a regular fucking basis. I want people to not go hungry and people to be housed and people to have the medicine they need to survive and people to just be loved and treated and respected the way they're supposed to be. I don't want fucking rich people getting richer and basically finding every loophole in the world to make themselves so they can just throw wads of cash at whatever they want and it still wouldn't make a difference in the world. I'm just tired of living in this place where it's like, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be, because I'd be giving it all away to every single person I met, and just to make their lives better and their world better. And I just hate it that we're not there.
well, and I feel like that's why I'm not a billionaire, is because I would give it away. Every time that I thought about, like, if I ever hit the lotto, most of the subsequent stuff would be to give it away. I mean, of course I would have, like, a nicer house, but, yeah, no. I would be giving money away hand over fist.
No, I mean, that's exactly it. Like, you play that game in your head. If I won the lottery, I would pay off my stuff. I'd pay off my family members' things. I'd give them a cushion so that they could just do what they need to. And I've got these friends here that I would pay off stuff for them. And I'd buy, this one's always got a car problem. I'd buy them a new car. Like, it's just like the laundry list of people that I know struggle regularly would just get stuff. The people that I just see on the internet that are like, send me $5 so I can, buy books for my kids' school classes. I'd be like, there's another chunk. I'd be on the internet just like Venmoing everybody fucking cash. I'd have nothing left. My wife would be like, you spent $6 million today. How'd you do that? I was like, people needed it and we were fed, so it's fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd pay school lunch debts for sure. I mean, that's just fucking criminal into itself. But yeah, I mean, it's just. But then we're back to even the programs right now that are socialist run, like the military. They're not eating either, and that's a problem.
Right.
Like I feel like, I don't know. I think the other thing too is like I've said, like you can only go so far before, unfortunately, talking about it isn't the answer. And I feel like we're heading there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if the end of this year's contest goes the way that it looks like it's going to, with somebody making provisions or setting things up to benefit only himself, then I think we're going to be there. I think that there will be a vast amount of guillotines that get built quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because that's it. Now we've exhausted every option. That's the other thing, too, is that I think that they're starting to realize that the people are going to keep trying until they can't. And once they can't, things get real fucking messy. And I think because there was that billionaire that was on a group call and was like, I think maybe perhaps we should probably pay more in taxes before we lose our heads. Yes, you probably should.
Right. Yeah.
Duh.
I don't see there being another way around it, guys. And all the other guys were like, shut up, bro. Don't say that shit.
It's like,
no,
well,
really.
He's probably saving your life there, bud. But whatever.
Off with your head, bitch. Yeah.
The more you fuck around.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just exhausting. And I know that everybody in the world feels it right now.
Well,
that has
yeah.
any sense.
Well, my whole thing too that also makes me angry on a new level is that we're fucking with other countries now too. We are fucking with them being able to get oil. And if that isn't now it might be several countries that might just, remove a certain house that is white from the map. I mean, Canada has set the thing on fire before. I'm just saying.
Right.
We might have that again. War of 1812 might come back, but it's just we're gonna have bigger problems now because we're limiting the world's oil supply. That's gonna be a fucking problem for us at some point. We're gonna have to pay for that in some way, whether that's militarily or monetarily is really up to the people in power right now.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they gave us if there's an updated number on the warehouse fires.
Oh, I think it was 30 or something as of the other day. Because people were going back through local news stories to find it. Something like that.
Yeah, and I try to just look it up. I see there's a map of fires, but I don't know if that one's that one says wildfires. There's other things like that too, because I looked it up originally and said there's been 144 since April 20th, and I'm or since April 1st, and I was like, wait a minute, are they just not telling everybody? But that includes house fires, wildfires, random car fires caused by humans, cigarettes, unattended campfire, equipment malfunctions. I'm no, that's not what I'm looking for.
That's not what we want. Yeah. Not Paper Mario fires. Those are actual fires that just happened. But yeah, I think honestly too, if I was in the administration or in the regime right now, I would be fucking scared because now people are starting to wake up, including his base, and including people that they thought were safe. And yeah, shit's gonna start to hit the fan soon. And the people like Stephen Miller and all them that live on military bases, eventually when military spouses get pissed off because their spouse was that's gonna be a problem for them too.
I'm just pissed off at them for them that they're fed what they're fed.
Yeah.
If this dude gets a steak, I'm taking off his leg and sending it over to my significant other, family member, military friend, doesn't matter. It's got to be. Yeah, no, I'm sure they're living it up. But have you seen that on the news that even Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about how she's questioning Eargate and the validity of it?
How could you not question that shit show?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I think that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it looks an awful lot like the CK situation. Same people were in the background too. That's the other thing. Just like the DoorDash lady, who was also the down pilot. That shit gets me. Okay, all right. Because I mean, of course it's the same person. Because, well, here's the other thing, and I don't. Okay, so not everybody is in the market that I'm in, and I was at work today, and on the TV it was this Ed Gow. I'm pretty sure Terry is somebody I used to work with, so he's probably fucking with me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Terry. Anyway, this dude Ed Gowron or whatever is running in Kentucky, because Kentucky must be ready to have a primary, because I'll see him too, because I see Thomas Massey's stuff, which is, his commercials are weird. But there's a thing where Trump says, "from central casting," and I'm like, what the fuck is central casting? What is that?
He's been saying that. He's been saying that a lot since the election, before the election. But it just gets snuck in random conversations.
What is that?
Oh no, it's definitely DoorDash lady. Apparently, I mean, you can hire people to be background people. How hard would it be? Yeah. how hard would it be to just take one of those people and make them, um, just the main character in your little TV commercial?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just weird because it's like they have, and I can't tell if it's like AI dubbed because it sounds like it could be, like where it's like Trump's voice, but it sounds like I don't know if that's really legitimate, but like he's like it's just called central casting, and I'm like, what the fuck is central casting? I'm like, what? Is that the same that they get paid like protest paid? I don't know. But the DoorDash lady is also the down pilot I was cracking the fuck up at because I'm like, that's the same. That's the same fucking the same hair. Like it's the same woman. Like there's no doubt in my mind. Like unless I see them both at the same time, then yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, she definitely has. So she was. I'm looking it up. Like Snow has it up right now. That fact check claims that she was in like two other things
Oh yeah.
that he.
There we go. Was she also at the piercing pagoda that day? As Gretchen calls it. That cracks me up when she says that. I'm like, oh god, the ear piercing pagoda.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, when we saw all those advertisements on a regular basis on Craigslist for to be seat fillers, like that they're paying people. Like it's not that surprise that is happening. So
no, but when you saw the same dudes, because like in the crowd or even behind CK, because I don't want to say his name, it was the same people. I'm like, what the fuck? Same. As, the Secret Service that day. I'm like, that's weird. That was one of the many red flags on that one too. Like I was like, why is that dude was definitely in the picture where he's like, Rrr!
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's that tall, slender guy. I'm like, that dude's the same fucking guy. Like I think there were like two of them because there was like the one guy who was doing the hat thing. Oh yeah. Like, yeah. That's like
he was like, one, and then the one that was like over here who took the camera and hid was another one. And it's like, I mean, it's a simulation. Like I swear to God, some days.
I don't know. Well, and that's the other thing too. Is like part of me kind of can't wait for us to get through this regime because I kind of want to know what the fuck all that was. Like, what was that shit?
Right.
Like at that point, like it's no longer like to the point where it's not really an active thing anymore. It's just more like, so what was that? Like what the hell was that? Because I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're at that weird place. So, like, we're at the climax of the movie, and we're just trying to figure out, like, is the dude in the like, pull off Scooby Doo? Is it what we think it is, or is it like unknown person number 3?
It's
like,
probably we just all net and evil.
It's always him. What is going on?
It's like it's BB again. It's like, I would have gotten away with it this time. It
wasn't for you, rotten kids.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. I think one of the things too that will probably be pervasive going forward is that unfortunately now people will always question what is real and what is not because of this time. Like they're always going to question mainstream media, even if mainstream media comes back to what, like say we have the fairness doctrine. So if we return to that, like pre-Reagan, where they had to report on actual factual information, like it was a requirement for FCC clearance. So bottom line is that if we return to that, there's still going to be people that are going to question it because of the things that have gone on right now, and that's also not really a great thing, because I think like inevitably. It's going to lead to people being like, oh, I don't think that there's a tornado coming. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's part of the thing with the NOAA, with defunding that. People are going to die and have been dying because of things that are so preventable. Like, people's tornado sirens aren't going off. Like, that, to me, living in Ohio in the swamp here, scares the shit out of me because we get tornadoes regularly. Like, fuck.
Right.
We get tornadoes all the time.
Yeah.
Tis the
Well, I
season
mean,
right now. I mean, that's fucking scary for every person because it could be any number of things. It could be like earthquakes, it could be tornadoes, it could be flash floods. Like, those are things that we as people need to know about when they happen on a basic human level. Like why? Why was that waste, fraud, and abuse when it's literally how we predict the weather?
it's waste, fraud, and abuse because it wasn't really a tornado. It was a warning.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, I don't. No, I have no idea. I don't know why they cut out programs that just make. I mean, I do know why on like that side of things, but I feel like at the same time, like there's so many more that like that could have been. If we went back to single issue votes, like single issue bills, we would never have these problems. Like, what are we doing? Why are we having these conversations that we're cutting out things like the National Weather Service alerts for fires or earthquakes or tornadoes or killer bees from outer space? I don't even give a shit anymore.
Yeah,
but like,
murder hornets!
people need to know. Yeah.
That's not the murder hornets again. Oh, if that doesn't make another appearance, I'm fine. That's my 13th reason right there. Like, I'm done. No, but like, I mean, it's just the things that I think, like, I'm not even talking about the actual news, like the actual like story footage, and like I'm talking about like basic stuff like weather and like sport, like just basic stuff that people are now going to fundamentally question, and sometimes that's really not safe. Like when it comes to weather, not a great thing.
Well, and like, I mean, think about back in the day, like talking like Walter Cronkite would be pissed if he had to hear the
Charlie
shit that
Gibson
we're calling news.
pissed. Yeah.
He's just
Peter
like
Jennings
listening to these.
is like literally rolling around in his Canadian grave right now. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it was. Like, how is this news coverage? Or like how people like back to the thing, like you can't have anybody in any positions that influence you personally. Like we might as well just hire like us to be president at this point. People who like, I don't know anybody who owns a company, any of them. Like I know a guy who might know a guy, but like that's distant cousins. We're not getting a discount, like let alone telling them to like what we're gonna air, what we're not gonna air.
Yes, Terry, we know that they lie about everything. That's why people like us have to get on the internet and explain how this shit works.
Yeah.
We know. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
It's why there's a niche in the market that we took advantage of, Terry. We know. So it's just, yeah. I feel like the damage that has been done to so many different industries, so many different areas, we're never going to get back to. We're not going to. Because it's like, even the cuts to Medicare and Medicaid are going to be, I mean, unless we can find a new way to, I mean, unless we decide to actually tax people, like the billionaires, we won't have Medicare and Medicaid much longer. Or Social Security. What the fuck are we going to do when old people have no money and cannot work? Like, what are we going to do? There was a reason that we had Social Security, and it's because people were, like, dying in the streets and shit. Like, it was a problem.
Well, I mean, we talked about it before. Like, what are you going to do? Like you said, like, grandma can't afford to stay here anymore. She's got to come home. Like, what do you do when it's our parents? Or, like, no, they're not moving in with me. I don't have enough room as it is. I've already got my adult children living with me. I'm not going to have my adult parents living with me. And also trying to live my own life as it is. Like, we're going to have to go back to that community living. Or not, they're just going to die somewhere. Like, that's not how it's going to work. Like, I mean, my brother's got claims on my mom, so I don't have to worry about it. But that was his choice, not mine. We rock paper scissors it a long time ago, but I mean you can't just leave them out on the street either, like, and Ohio has laws which most people aren't aware of that, like if you're like if you basically throw your old family member, whoever it may be, your parent, I think specifically, but out in the street, and they come after you for abuse and neglect.
Yeah, I'll
So
take my prison term. My mom's not moving in here. I will. No.
you get
Nope.
3 squares.
Exactly. Three
And a
cots
warm
and three
bed.
hots and a cot. I'll take that
Yeah,
over
you're
my
good.
mom any day. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But and that's a whole another ball of wax. But like the yeah, people don't realize about familial laws, and then I just yeah, it's one of those where at some point people that make vast amounts of money in corporations are going to have to pay taxes, especially the corporations, because it's the same kind of thing. And people will say, "Oh, it's, they're job creators." There's no fucking jobs now. So they have all the money and they're not making the jobs. So one would kind of put 2 and 2 together, that maybe reversing, being able to buy back your own stock might motivate a company to spend money on their own fucking people. So, yeah, you shouldn't be able to buy your own tax, because then ultimately you're fucking us 2 ways. You're fucking us because you're not putting the money back into your employees, so therefore most of them are ended up on services. But also you're artificially inflating the market, which seems to be the name of their game, is to artificially manipulate and inside trade the markets. Because that seems to be what this whole Strait of Hormuz being shut down is actually really about, is to pump and dump. And I think all of us are so fucking tired of being the ones that are being utilized for Donald Trump to pump and dump constantly. I mean, they're not hiding it. They're not trying to pretend like they're not doing it. But it's just, it's fucking frustrating, because it's like, none of us have anything to pump and dump. Like, you just keep trying to make money for billionaires. Eventually the money runs out. We don't have any more. We're out. We're fresh out of fucking cash down here. So I don't know where you're going to get it from, bro, but it ain't here. Eventually we're all going to run out of money. I mean, we all are. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's finite, bud. I mean, unless you want to print more money, which, Who's pumping and dumping?
No.
God damn it, Terry! It's Trump that's pumping and dumping. Jesus Christ! How you can't see that? Here. Did you need glasses, Terry? Here you go. Jesus Christ! Oh,
it's always the Republican.
If this is the guy I used to work with, then yeah, this is Ohio's finest right here. Oh, okay. I don't think he did, Terry, but your boy did in 2020, so there you go. And he bragged about it on TV. We have footage of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and please, I mean, there's so many people that says, like, we could just print more and all that other stuff all the time. But let's go back and, like, look up what happened in Greece when they did that, please.
Yeah, that went well. That went so well. Because then their market just fell apart. Okay.
Are you feeling confident that Terry is the Terry you know now?
I don't know. Bye,
Terry. If you're the Terry that has some sort of...
It is. God damn it, it is him. God, it is.
All right. Just like, give us a thumbs up.
All right, Terry. God,
I mean, I don't mind arguing with you, but...
No, he's just doing that because he, yeah, he'll be back in. Yeah.
Did he leave?
Yeah, that's because I booted him out.
Oh. Damn it.
So I'm like, yeah, it says I blocked him and then he's back. Damn it, Terry. Yeah, it is my former coworker. He's literally just saying this shit to piss me off. That's all he's doing. So if he comes back in, just ignore him. Because, yeah. But I will say,
I'm leaving the damn it, Terry, right there big.
He is actually a Trumper, but at the same time, or he was, I don't know how he feels now, but he's also just that kind of asshole. So he's actually just doing it just for fun. But I shouldn't have blocked him, but oh well. He'll probably come back in. He's probably laughing his ass off right now that I blocked his ass, but whatever. Damn it, Terry! Actually, it's funny. A lot of the residents used to call him Harry. He's like, yeah, my name's Harry. Whatever. He's like, Terry, fine, I'm Harry. I'm Harry. It's fine. Every time I go live, he's in here. I'm like, God damn it, Terry. Fuck. That's because he used to tease me all the time at work. But whatever.
It's all good. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind a brilliant
coworkers that he was in my fucking live.
I don't mind having conversations from either side. Like I can do that, but like the one-liners that because I said so, like they remind me of a small petulant child, make me just want to just.
No, he's just
Sorry,
a
I'm not.
guy from, I don't want to say the town in Ohio, but you know.
Any of them, Podunk. We
Yeah,
live
it's not
here
really
together.
podunk,
It's fine.
but it's close. It's
Podunk
close.
adjacent.
Yeah.
So it's like Podunkaroos.
Kind of. Like, damn it, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, shit. But yeah, no, it is him. I should have checked the username, though. Before I blocked him. Now I feel bad. Yeah.
That's all right. We'll find him.
All right.
He'll find us again. It'll be fine.
Because I unblocked him, so I don't feel so bad.
I can go over here and look at his page too.
It's nothing.
T-Pat. He doesn't have any content.
He doesn't, because he just trolls.
He didn't. He didn't even Oh, he does have some reposts.
Yeah.
That's okay. Some of them are funny though, because like it's the Zennial guy who does those skits back and forth.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
he's actually genuinely funny. Like I know he's genuinely fucking with me just to fuck with me, so it's okay. Like it's not a big deal. Like it's just his personality. So, part of me will hope he comes back in, but whatever.
We'll find him. It'll be
It's
fine.
But yeah, god damn it, Terry. Oh fuck. But that's okay. I don't know what we were talking about. Oh yeah, fucking just the shit show that we all reside in.
That we live in.
Yeah. It's about to. Okay. Like I said, I used to work with Terry, and he's a nurse. He's not a bad nurse.
It's not Muscles, the nurse. Anyway.
No, God, no. Not like that at all. No. No, like he would literally just say the shit he was doing because he would piss me off.
Oh, I can't spell.
It's alright. But yeah, no. When I saw I don't know. I'm just more nervous that the casualty situation's way worse. That that we're not gonna find out what really is going on. We're not gonna find out what happened. That and just
that is a fear. That is a fear of not. I don't know how many parents even know that there's something, or even like spouses or family members.
Yeah, this is probably the same person. It's Terry. God, is it Terry? It is. Damn it, Terry! By the way.
He said it is.
It is. I recognize his wife's picture. What was I going to say to him? Oh, by the way, Donna says hi. Because we're all over at CV, if you know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, I know it is. It's okay. It's alright. I know you're just fucking with me. It's fine. I felt bad as soon as I
We're
blocked.
used to it.
I know, as soon as I blocked him, I saw the last name. I was like, fuck. It's him. Fuck. God damn it, Terry. But anyway, I don't know. I'm Terry fucked me up this time. Trying to think.
It's all Terry's fault.
It is all Terry's fault. God damn it, I don't know.
I think there's an old lady who needs a sponge bath, Terry. Why don't you go do that?
Yeah. But the other thing that does worry me is that the person that's making all these decisions is BB. It's not us. Because it does seem very much like we got coerced. I mean, we should have known, but, especially.
I mean, we've known that. I mean, for a while, if you put the puzzles together, like, I mean, He said BB's been in and out of our legal our political system since the 80s. So he's been here involved, putting his 2 cents in and trickling through. And we also have to deal with the other guy in the other state that is also pushing buttons. And
Which one
I
is
think he
he?
goes back and forth like he's got his best friend, the PE guy.
Okay, yeah. I'm
He's
wondering.
merely Putin on.
I'm wondering how well he is because you don't hear from him much.
He's laying low right now, but he's also like sneaking other people's shit under. I mean, he's getting exactly what he wants too. Look at the when they closed the strait and everything went to crazy. The first thing that our good old guy did was lift the sanctions on Russia. Like he's getting shit handed to him too.
It's true.
They just take turns. Or like I can only be friends with one person at a time. So like it's your
Well,
turn to whisper, and then it's your turn to whisper. They're both mutually agreed upon like the destruction in the areas that they want.
yeah. See you, Terry.
Bye, Terry.
Back it up, Terry.
Good luck with your
Let it
bath.
reverse. By the way, well, that's all right. I'll have to text him so we all go out to dinner every month. He probably would enjoy that, but anyway.
Invite me next time.
I'll tell Shannon to add you to the list, okay? I'm talking about the dinner we go to every 6 weeks or so. But anyway, um, my whole thing is just it is the pump and dump that's clearly happening and how much wealth it's going to extract from the markets and all that shit. Because that's the other thing too. Is we're just pissing away money. No, no, I'm just saying that I feel like um, I feel like it's just a giant fucking pump and dump, and it's just going into offshore accounts to rich people's pockets. It's not going to do anything that's going to actually help us, and it's frustrating. And it's frustrating that Jared Kushner is the one that's negotiating all this shit too, because like, especially since it's what Saudi Arabia gave him shit tons of money.
Jared Kushner's been in the game for a really long time. He took over for his dad.
Yeah. His
I'm
dad, who's no longer in prison, but is the is France's what ambassador?
I was the yeah, ambassador of France.
Thanks, Cory Booker.
Lafayette.
Thanks, Cory Booker, for that. Thanks a lot, bud.
Yeah.
Mm. Although I will say the only thing that does suck is that people are always quick to get upset with Cory Booker about his pharma connections, not knowing that the entirety of New Jersey is just pharmaceutical companies. That's who he's going to get his money from.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah,
That's
you
what's going to
are.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people always throw that in his face. I'm like, guys, that's literally his. That's where they're at. Like that's where all the pharmaceutical companies are located. That's who he's gonna go ask for money. Like that's his his industry staple too. You know.
Yeah, and I'm not saying, and you know, we live in that world, and I'm not saying that, like, in theory, okay, you take these people, so like Corey lives in Jersey, but like you and I, let's say if we ran for something, we work in healthcare, so we would want to like appease healthcare system kind of people because we want to make sure that they are funded appropriately, and you know, want to make sure that things are done better, and try to things like that. So like there's like in theory, but in practice, like we need to take the corporation and portion out of it, but like knowing, you know, whoever runs the head of the what is it, the Office of Aging, and having them write you a deposit check is very different than Pfizer or Moderna or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's one of those things that people always are quick to judge him on, and it's like, well, that's the one thing I actually would give him a pass on, just knowing that Boehringer Ingelheim is there, Pfizer's there, Merck, what's the other one? There's another one. Is it not Johnson Johnson? GlaxoSmithKline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
I say
It's like they're all there.
J&J has some offices in New Jersey, but I think that's their device end more than it's their pharma end.
Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, if that's like, it'd be like criticizing people from Pennsylvania for taking steel money. I mean, it's the same fucking thing.
I thought you were gonna say chocolate money. I must be hungry.
No, steel money, but I mean, chocolate could apply as well, I guess, if Hershey's is there, but which it is. But you know what I mean. It's just that's what's there. It's like, Ohio has swampland. I don't
Corn.
know. right. Corn and swamps. There's not swamp, there's corn. Yeah.
Exactly.
And and Cincinnati is just its own little area because we don't really have swamps, but we have the world's worst river, so that does flood. So I guess it's swampland, kind of.
You get the trickle down from our swamp, so it's fine.
Yeah. Now Terry's back. Great.
Terry, you missed us.
Jesus, Terry. I know you got other shit to do, Terry. God dang it.
I thought you had to go take a sponge bath or something, man.
Oh shit. But no, I'm worried about, like, if they do a draft, are they really going to put forth the money to take care of these guys? Not only, like, take care of these guys as far as, like, not only after their military service, but during. I mean, if they're not feeding them, fuck. Like, or if they're having that problem.
Yeah. Well, they said they can't get anything into them. So, like, here's the other concern. Okay, like, they can't get food into them. Like, what about munitions?
Right.
Like, what about...
That's a fucking problem. Like, I don't care who you are.
That's a concern for me.
Right. Yeah.
I got a staple gun. Can we use the... Oh, you can't even see. Yeah. Like, can we use this? It'll be fine.
Well, it's like, what do you expect them to do? Hand-to-hand combat? Like, God. Why? Like, well, although I do have to say the Lego Cash Patel was fucking spot on. Oh my God. Oh shit. Where I was like, no, they did him dirty. Correct.
Oh,
dirty.
see. I mean, and maybe you can't tell right now, but like my younger brother has always given me shit about my eyes because they're huge. And he, it was like every time I see Cash Patel with those big ass eyes, I'm like, mine ain't like that. I got nothing on Cash. Cash App Patel.
He always looks so surprised. He's just like, look, are you surprised you're here?
Surprised.
I don't understand.
At what's going on too.
Right.
Like they're not in the same direction most of the time.
There's that too. But I'm not trying to down people with disabilities. I'm just more like, dude.
He just, and I think that's why, like, during the hearings and stuff, he wears the glasses because it helps correct, which is fine. But it's just like, yeah, but I mean, like, he doesn't stop him from pouring down the booze at the hockey games and stuff. So it's like it's not affecting him too bad.
He's such a nerd.
He doesn't have to drive, so it doesn't matter.
Right. He's just a nerd that wants to be accepted. That's all Cash Patel is. Like, he's just
aren't they all?
Well, I feel like with him especially, he's like, I have clearly, like, broed my way to the... like, I overdid it. I overshot it.
No, go back. You got JD. He's a fucking nerd and a chameleon. Peter Thiel's a nerd. You got Elon Musk is a nerd. Stephen Miller, like, drugged his wife and continuously does, and that's the only reason he's still married, because he's a creepy little nerdy bastard. None of them are, like...
Pee-wee German is by far the worst.
Pick one. Yeah, like, pick one. Pick one that's not a nerd.
Well,
I'll wait for Terry.
I would venture to say that Elon, that Space Karen, is now more of a drug addict. I feel like he really is. Like, you can't tell me that all this is... Like, it's not autism at that point. I mean, I get stimming, but that's not stimming. That's not,
that's tripping balls.
Yes, it is.
I've been there. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just not something you'd usually do. Yeah, I'm talking about in his group. Adam's not in his group. He's cool. Like cooler than the other side of a pillow, or cool as a cucumber.
I don't know why Adam Schiff is always like, I don't know. He just seems like a regular senator to me, but whatever. But like,
I mean,
compared to the rest of the clown car, he's fine. Like,
I mean, he's no Mitch McConnell
oh, it's another one that's like, oh god,
or Ladybug Graham.
oh, those two. Like, well, yeah. Can we talk about how Lindsey Graham has been drunk more often, like constantly? Like, what is going on in that? Because remember, okay, after the first administration, they pulled their MARs from the White House. I guess they have a med room of some sort. The amount of narcotics flowing through that thing was crazy. Graham is in the closet for sure. Kind of.
He's not in the closet.
I think we all know. Oh, yes,
that closet door is transparent.
A lot of them
he might be inside, but it's plated glass.
A lot of them need to come out. Holy shit. That's actually the fucked up part about the e-files to me is that every time if we follow the path, it's always back to the same fucking closet. Like, can we just all come out? Just come out of the closet. Like, we all can tell. We can all tell. Nobody's gonna judge. Just come out of the closet. Jesus Christ.
We judge you more now that you haven't than you would have ever been judged that you did. Are you kidding me? Like, fucking for real. It's insane.
It's
like,
not fun, but just come on out. Like, it's okay. Like,
no one.
Like Lindsey Graham.
You're like that one kid that's like, I've got to tell you something I've never told anybody. And you're like, yeah. And you get in all close, like, I'm gay. You're like, no shit. We've all known.
Right.
You missed the party. Like, we were all gonna buy you shit and like streamers and balloons and pinatas, but that boat sailed, like in the Great Depression. You're over.
Right. Well, like with like Lindsey Graham, and then JD is questionable. I don't know. I mean, he has some pictures.
I don't think it's as questionable as he does. I think he's I think that anyone says that if you have a choice is because they're actively denying that choice for themselves.
Yeah.
So JD fits in that same. He's straight at the board.
Well, we got some pictures for you.
Yeah.
Painted a whole different picture, bud. Oh Lord. Show me.
Show you. Google eyeliner on dudes.
Hold on, I have two phones. I can find one. Hold on.
That aren't rock stars.
Right.
Oh yeah, the drag queen photos.
Yeah.
Or I guess I wouldn't say they're queen because he's definitely not a queen, but he is in drag.
Well, and here's the other thing too. Like, what you did in college is your own business. Like, and it should stay in there.
I mean, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, we all. It's almost like sexuality and gender are not actually a choice.
What?
I know. Holy
Who
shit.
says?
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, what does it mean for his campaign? Okay, the fact that he did put on an actual wig and took a picture is fucking creepy. Did you see this? What?
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of, but yeah, okay, I see that one now too.
I thought you were actually
internet. Oh, that was Halloween. Oh, I thought he was talking about the old one from when he was in high school.
Oh, I got
or
that
college.
It's right here. There it is.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Experiment all you want. I mean, goddamn. But at the same time, don't deny that people should just be whoever the fuck they are. My God.
And half of JD's problem is because he doesn't know his own name.
Yeah, it's 2026. It is.
I mean, you can't judge the man who's changed his name 75 times. No, I was just thinking like the best version of the of JD in drag is the blimpy face photo with the Jerry curls.
Yeah.
Like the one that like literally if you had this picture on your phone during like airport checks, you were tagged as like a terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. The one that Iran used. It was like, oh,
Yes.
yes. Where's at the desk in the back? Yes.
Yes. I just want to high five them every time.
Yeah.
Like you guys are just rocking it. You're doing better than, and it's perfect, right? Because Lego and they're being from Denmark, which is
Oh yeah, that's why.
their way of saying
Yeah.
but also the fact that they're using like the Eminem diss track styles
Mm-hmm.
to tell us the story, and then using the nostalgia of the Lego, and then they're basically like spoon feeding us, like, oh, you guys don't have any news, here's something that's little entertainment, and we're like, I'm not gonna stop watching you ever. Like
No.
I found the songs on I sent you Spotify.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
now on there, and I was
Mhm.
like, yep, okay, this is on my playlist now.
Mm-hmm. No. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's definitely time for term limits. I think it's just Mitch McConnell himself is just holy fuck. And then
I don't know what that says about the preservatives in our country anymore now. Like, if nothing else, like if you can turn into Franklin the Turtle, I mean, we're doing it right. Like,
yeah.
I thought for sure that we were just getting petrified early, like the way my joints hurt, but like apparently they're doing him a solid.
Have you seen that comedian that does his voice perfectly? There was an interview
Yeah.
with Katie Kirk. Oh my god, that always gets me. It's like, whoa, you see Katie?
I think Lysandra did one the other day, and it had me rolling.
Yeah, yeah, she's good too about him. But yeah, because she can nail so many different impressions. Holy crap, that woman's
Like,
talented.
God, I love it when her and
Yeah.
Greg go back and forth.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, sometimes they add in Mr. Williams too, and it's like all of you guys are just way better at all of this
Yes.
than I am. It's
That's
fine.
why this is the type of. I was like, oh, I cannot do impressions like that. I wish I could, but I can't. But yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah, just the back and forth. Like, so we're gonna, especially although there was another female cabinet member that resigned today.
I did see that too. Yeah, I don't remember what she's.
I don't remember either.
I lost it. Like
Never. I'm
commerce.
like, oh, you were. Oh, labor. It was the labor secretary. That's who it was.
Yeah, I was like labor, commerce, or something.
Well, that's probably because his jobs numbers are in the shitter, so he's gonna. She probably has been threatened to be fired, so she's like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
I mean, let's be honest. They're probably just trying to get rid of all the women anyway. Mitch is 10 to 15 years overcooked. Yeah, like that's a down statement. Like, I don't even know how old he really is, but I think he's like a few diapers shy of being way too old for that job.
Well, when they're having to walk you out of the building physically because you cannot walk that far without falling, that's a sign. That's a sign right there.
I mean, the first time he glitched would have been probably a good time to go. He's 84 now. I think he's younger than my grandma was, but she did way better.
Yeah, mine
Even
too.
with dementia to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Mine was 94 when she kicked it.
He's just gotten so... Like, I don't know what happened to his... Like, I mean, I do know gravity. But his face, it just got so...
The turkey goiter? Yeah.
Like, but it got like... He reminds me of that fish, that sluggy fish thing now. What the... You know what I'm talking about?
No. Where's our rule?
Hold on, let me see if I can... Yeah, I mean, this is the... This thing. Hold on, let me take you out of your holster here. All right. What am I doing? I'm trying to like.
Oh, yes. Yes, he does. Oh my god, yeah. Holy crap.
Like,
why does that look like Mitch McConnell?
Like in the last couple of years, he's just gone to this. Like I don't understand how.
His glasses are always like.
Oh, I gotta
Oh
switch.
shit.
Switch me back. Put me back in the holder. You can have. That's for you. That whenever you think of me in your whole life, that will be your. This Mitch McConnell. I'll send it to you daily. You can have that for your daily photo op.
Yikes.
Oh, that's gonna be a make great clip later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the editing I get to do tomorrow. Like, oh, let's make sure we get the fish in there. Mitch McConnell joined the
live. Special guest, Mitch McConnell. Hey, Mitch, do you want to say hi to our family here, our friends?
This is why I wish I could do impressions, but.
Mitch, how do you feel about the SAVE Act? It's fine.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was on your soccer field there, but all right, whatever.
I've got 7 screens. What are you gonna do?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
You never know when I'm gonna need them.
Right. Exactly. See, here's the other. You're gonna have to show me how to have a background like that I can just like turn off because I don't know how to do that. An OBS studio.
Are you using the live right now?
Yeah.
In TikTok?
Yeah.
If you just like go by where it says image and then there's an eyeball and you can hit hide.
What? Where?
You're on your computer, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, hang on.
Shit is. Yeah.
Okay. And you just hit hide.
Oh, that one. Okay. Okay. Oh. It says I can't hide.
Oh, because you're in the middle of a live?
Oh,
I thought you could.
It was locked. Hold on.
Oh, unlock it and you can make it go away. And you can show everybody that your kid doesn't go out the window when you're mad at them.
No, I think it's because I'm hosting and won't let me. Well, but that's what I wanted to make was for when we're trying to connect, like, just a thing like that so that we can actually, like, connect the, like tonight where we spent, like, 20 minutes trying to find each other on live. That's the worst part of it. Like, I want to have a screen that's, like, our logo or whatever, and then that way we can just figure it out. And then
I gotta play with it more. I think in OBS we can, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't even let me, like, find your account. Like, when I went to the...
same thing with me. I was
pull the live page. When I go to, like, co-host, and I go to, like, co-host from the Liberty account, and I go into co-host, and I go to find you, it says you're live with guests right now, but if I were to go live with it and, like, go to search you, it says we're mismatched again. And the Liberty account has, like, way more than me, so I don't know why.
It's because I don't have enough followers then. So it has it in tiers.
That's dumb.
It is absolutely stupid, yeah. Yep. That's what it is. But that's also
so we might have to just...
Go ahead.
We might have to just, like, OBS, like, both of us OBS, and then, like, connect to each other that way, and then both of us stream through our individual platforms so that we're...
If TikTok
you know what I mean?
Studio will let us, then yeah, we can. But yeah, that's... Well, and that's why it's like right now, if I wanted to try to stream onto another platform, like... I wonder if it would let me stream onto Twitch. Nope, it will not. God damn it. Oh. Nope, it won't. So I don't know. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Did I
That's
go
good.
away?
No, I just was making sure my audio didn't cut out or something stupid like that. Just because I touched OBS Studio, so I don't know. I'm just glad I can get the screen vertical at this point. Because it was such a pain in the butt. Because that was one of the things, like, Mel was like, you do know that you're at the top corner. I'm like, yeah, I know. How the hell am I going to get down there? Whoa. I just hit my desk and it shook.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're at least on the same level.
Right, right. I'm not, like, all the way up in the corner now. But, of
Which
course,
I
it'll
had
revert
that
to
problem
that, but...
when I was playing with it. When I had the other account up, when I was going through Liberty Page, it was like it put me up in the corner like you were, and I was like, I can't go back to the
Right.
corner.
I know. Right. Well, I mean, it makes sense if you have multiple guests, but we don't really. That was the game plan for the show, but you know, at this point, we still have so much trouble connecting. I hate to actually have somebody on, unless Dylan wants to join us at some point.
I mean, that's a plan eventually, but if we're already struggling to connect with the two of us, I don't know what
Yeah.
that's gonna do.
I know. It's just a shame because every other platform you can still just do stream keys and it's just quick, fast, and in a hurry, but not TikTok. But at the same time,
No.
It's getting a little discouraging to use TikTok for this because we don't get paid. We used to get paid,
Yeah.
but we don't get paid now. And I don't know why. It's a bunch of bullshit is what it is.
Yeah.
Although I just hope half the time that we don't get banned for something that we say.
I had that thought too, honestly, because when I was
Yeah.
talking on, because we had a meeting on Sunday with the Liberty team, and Dylan and I were talking about it, and I was like, Dylan was like, "Do you want to talk more about, your show and stuff?" And I was telling everybody that I was like, "Yeah, and we're on this one, this one, this one." Oh, you can't say any of that, and I was like, I was even using code words. You can't mention any of the other ones.
Yeah, there's that too. That's part of the reason why using me is fine, because if I get banned, I get banned. But I would hate for Liberty to get banned, just because there's so many other creators that depend on that. Versus me, who's just like, whatever. I'd be in jail for 2 weeks and then back out. I would have to take a bye week. Oh no! Like, we get a Tuesday off or whatever. But
Yeah. Bye week. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll
not
just
like
use
we're
the
making
other
money,
accounts.
so it's fine.
Yeah. And you can use the Page account and stuff. Like maybe the Page and I account can do.
We probably could. We should probably try that. We really should, because I bet you it probably would. Because I think now it has 35 followers. It's still not a whole ton, but
That's huge for us. 35. That's a good
I
step.
think it's 35. But by the way, Straight Outta Salem did an interview today. I didn't know that. Good for her. Yeah, it's on I'm just on Instagram because I was going to show you that our Instagram does not have any freaking followers. Well, there's 3 or 4 videos. The videos that I've done over the last 3 days have gotten nothing. Like literally.
I know. I feel like we're in jail again. I know. I even had some stuff go through, and it was like nothing.
We literally have been.
I know. I got to get better about getting on there and sharing and stuff too. It's not helping.
It's not even that. It's just we're shadow banned. It's not showing any of them. Like I made a promo today when I said we're on Spotify. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. This one. 0 views. 0 views. I don't understand because Instagram isn't usually as strict as TikTok. Yes, Terry. Yes, all the platforms need to stop throttling people's speech. Yeah, I mean, yeah, freedom of speech is still a thing here. I mean, for right now.
It would just be nice to feel. Yeah, it would just be nice to feel like, I don't know, like we're not being screwed out of everything. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like some of the bigger platforms have already gotten their spot, so they're good to go, and we're just kind of like, we didn't join sooner, so now we're just not going to be able to pick up.
Right. Yep. Well, and if that's the case, then maybe we ought to just go to YouTube and try to do it, run it through that, see if we get anything there. It's a thought.
I mean, we could do almost anything. I mean, I'm fine with whatever. I mean, we can always stream it through other places and other things too. I can try to see if I can set up
Well, we have a YouTube.
like the virtual cams and just do it that way. Like if it's allowing you to do virtual cam, like you and I could probably do the YouTube, and you can virtual cam it over.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is then the sound cuts out. That's been the problem. Like when I OBS Studio it through, like right now, if I started a live, hold on. If it lets me, I don't know if it's gonna let me.
Oh, that's because you just got to get the channel thing. It lets it go to both places. That channel program we were talking about.
Channel program. What, a Steam Deck?
Oh, it's just an OBS plugin. It's for it's called cable. Remember you tried like cable A to cable B? It's because it's like one's listening and one's actually recording. So it just pushes it through to the next platform. We talked about it a long time ago. It's fine. I'll send it to you when we get that far.
Well, it's either that or the... What was it? Where the gamers use them, the little chip thing that you plug it in. Usually. Oh
yeah, but
sound card.
You don't need that because you're not actually recording through something else. So the cable app does the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then I'll have to play with that because then it would be more worth. I think it would be worth it if we went on multiple platforms. But even then, I don't know because they're all throttled. That's the problem. Like, because we were talking in the Signal chat, and everybody's, because Raw Cognizance was saying, he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, because that's what he does full time. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because we made 18 cents last month. Like, the collective both between me and you, and then my actual page made 18 whole cents. I was like, wow. Because I had made, in July, like $500. So to go from that to 18 cents. Well, that's when the JD Vance genealogy thing, I did that. That was my highest month. That was it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty good. I haven't made anything ever, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but I mean, it was a nice side hustle. I'm not gonna lie. It paid a couple bills, but yeah. Now it's just trying to, for me it's a bigger ordeal because I was trying to not be a nurse anymore. Doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Let's just hope that Endo doesn't take out my mobility before that.
I mean, we'll get there. We've got a lot of platforms out there, and
Rumble. Terry says Rumble, but I don't know.
I don't know anything about Rumble.
Or not. Nursing is everything. Not when you have endo as bad as I do, man. It's a wrap. But, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, there are nurses that I work with that do kind of what I do, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
It's still a headache.
Well, it's just trying to find a paper pusher job that isn't an insurance company job, and I don't know. I still have time. I can, for right now, still maneuver the world, so just trying to figure out for when that stops happening so easily, so. We'll have to check Rumble out then, I don't know.
We'll have to check that out now. Well, what's worse that can happen? We get kicked off there? Or...
Yeah, really? I don't know, but... But, it is getting late.
It is late.
It is. And I feel like we did talk about the troop situation, but at the same time, there's just not... I don't know, this was a weirdly slow news week. I'm not really complaining about that, because it's been one thing after the next. It's like, oh. But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck is happening now? Why is
Yeah.
it quiet? Like, oh shit. What's RFK
Yeah,
doing
well,
to an
and then,
animal
like-
now?
Whose dick did you steal this week?
Oh,
I
no,
still
but
can't-
seriously, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Terry says we can talk.
Well,
Terry, next week we'll have you up here. You can hang out with us.
well, actually, he would be funny, so it's okay.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
So,
Might get, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing's
He's-
nothing major.
he's he's chatting with us. What's the word? Get your face up here. We'll have a chat. It'll be great. It's like right now you're one of the only other ones in here. So well, let Terry come up. He can harass us. We've got plenty going on.
He's nothing terrible. No. That's why as soon as
Oh,
I
no.
saw it was you, I was like, fuck! I just blocked him. I should have done that. Because it's like, he's not a bad guy. But, anywho.
I've worked in the healthcare field myself. I've dealt with all of them too. You know,
It's okay. But,
every shade of Terry there is.
shit. Different view. Well, yeah. No, it's just. No, there's no hate. Right now I'm just tired because I've been up since 4:30. But that's why I'm being quick.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking tired. Especially after
Yeah.
working,
No, we're good.
racing home, and then, fuck. Relief didn't show up. That's the fucking worst. So, anywho.
Well,
But
you're
I
good.
think-
We can call it a night, and then we can.
Yeah, he does have 3 kids. Yeah.
I was like, what
I
is
know,
that?
Terry, I know. I only have the one. I get it. It's fine. You win, okay?
I mean, yeah, Terry, I don't envy you. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah. His kids are cute though, but yeah. Anyway,
right.
I'm gonna get out of here. So, all right, all. It's been
Yep.
real, and we'll see you again next week. Hopefully, we have a more exciting topic, or who knows, more fuckery. If this was a slow news week. We should all enjoy it for a minute because it's probably gonna get worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
tomorrow it could be crazy. So
Oh yeah, you never know. Somebody might try to wrestle the football away again. Ugh. Jesus.
or the raccoon dick. I mean,
Or
fuck
that,
it.
Or Cash Patel doing weird things like. Oh god.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, who else can we lose?
I don't know.
It really is a clown car.
It really is. It's like layers of crazy. I don't know how else to say it. It's like even yeah. It's just oh god. So anyway, but we're out. It's been real. This should be a
Well-
wonderful clipped. We're gonna get some crazy ass shit out of this one. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we are.
Yep. So, and I'll download it as soon as I get out of here, and then you'll have it tomorrow. So we'll start
Yep.
getting it up.
No worries. We'll
All
play.
right. I will see you
All right.
guys later.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, what time next Tuesday? 8:30 Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. So, see you, Terry. Bye.